Okay. For those who were here last week, first off, hello, Dat family. How are you doing tonight? I'm super excited to be doing the season finale here. Not as excited as I am about that title. The title made me laugh so hard. I hope Serving Hands was here to see it. That is out to you. That is one of the funniest things that has happened on our shows. So, hey, tonight we're doing the finale. The finale for Avatar. I got my boom hat on. I got a scoreboard off to my side here. Oh, wait, you can't see the scoreboard. Hold on, let me move it. There we go. We have a scoreboard off to the side here. And we're about to get into our first pro bending match for an amateur league. They're not actually pros yet. But really, we're going to see if the Avatar can keep her airbending contained during the match, not get so mad and thrown off balance by the Cabbage Crushers that she maybe uses a power she shouldn't use and gets disqualified. And let's not forget about the things that are going to be going on in the arena. And of course, Tum Tum. Tum Tum is here. And Adam, why don't you just throw up the vote for Tum Tum now? Let's get, I need to know how Tum Tum's going to react during the show. So if you want to throw that up, the poll is up above the chat right now. Get your vote in. I'm pretty sure Xenia just hit that hidden. I'm 90% sure that was her. 90%. As everybody, feel free to put your votes in, and we're going to use this to see how we handle Tum Tum for the evening. But that's it from me. Let's get the group in here, and let's play some Avatar tonight. Well, everybody, Adam, I got to ask, what happened to your nifty background? Right now, you're just bright white light. Is this to be your stardom? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I forgot my red lights at home, so...
Oh, you had to bring them with you? There's no red lights in the studio?
No, we've got I've got some covers on the lights, but they're only yellow, and they're not showing up very well.
He's such a legend, he switched to gold, everybody. He's such a legend, he switched to gold. He's no longer a firebender. So, a little background for the night's show, everybody. I'm going to start us right on the pitch, and we're going to do a little bit of a flashback to set up what's going on. Because I feel no sporting event, no wrestling match would be good without some locker room trash talk. Because we know how this stuff goes, and I feel there's some harsh words that Moxie definitely has for somebody. And I think that Shay probably has some harsh language, as harsh as Avatar will allow for an ex-rival. And depending on how this Tum Tum poll goes, he might have something to say as well.
Wow,
so,
it is.
It's a pitched battle between Superfan and Hidden right now. Are y'all ready for tonight's show?
Wow.
Are you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you ready to be
I've been
the
ready
Avatar?
since last episode.
It's the finale. No pressure. No pressure.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. So here's how I would like to start off the show. I'm going to take us to the pitch map. You don't need to bring it up yet, though, Adam. I'm just going to put us over there. And I'm going to start us in the thick of it for the pitch, for the actual pro bending tournament. I would like each of you to pick a zone that you are in. You cannot be in the same zone as a teammate. I don't care where it is on the board.
Okay.
Their side or your side, I do not care. I will move my people based on your positioning. The goalie can even be in a different position, but that means one of you cannot be on the pitch. Yours are the ones with names, not the ones without names. That means that somebody else has to be gone if your goalie is not on the zone 4. So
okay,
who would
I'll
be
go back
out
to
and
zone
about?
4, so we all have
Okay.
an opportunity.
Why will it
That's
not?
up to you,
Okay, there we go.
because I'm going to use this to describe how things go. So while they're setting this up, right now we're at straight threes across the board with a little bit of time left. There's enough of you in this room. We need at least somebody to break this vote. At least one
Yeah.
person to break.
Oh my
this vote.
gosh, what is that?
Ah.
All of them are a tie.
Unless
So I'm
they're
going to move
trying
my
to-
guys
Look
here,
at that.
and I will put my guys wherever you are not for the Cabbage Crushers.
Okay, I guess I'll just stay where I am because everybody else moved.
Oh,
You can't
wait.
be in the
So
same
we're
zone.
starting.
I'm
In
not
the
in the
pro
same zone
bending?
as anybody.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to start in the pro bending right out of the gate,
Okay.
and then we're going to flash back to locker room chat.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm going to do one
Who's
round
on
of pro
one?
bending.
I have to make a costume change.
Oh no, do you need to do it now?
Oh,
No, he needs it now.
What did he do?
What is it?
What did he do?
Order.
it's a surprise. We don't know. It's a surprise.
No
We've-
clue.
we've no
He's just
clue.
been
Oh
saying that he
man.
needs to change it at halftime this whole time, but apparently it was for
Love
this,
it.
and I need to
I
know.
love it. Oh my goodness.
So ready.
Oh,
Right back
oh.
to
What
justice,
this is.
everybody.
oh,
Is that where everybody wants to be?
Came to play.
Pro bending helm. Where the fuck did you get that? Oh, it's gonna fog up so bad. I can't wait. We're not gonna be able to see him. I know how he is gonna fail. I can feel it. He's gonna be there swiping it off and getting hit with a disc. I can't wait. Oh man. Oh man. This is gonna get real bad real fast, isn't it now? Well, I'm glad you get to wear that for the beginning. You'll get to take it off for our locker room talk. Cue the game by Motorhead. So that is where you all want to be. Are you comfortable?
All
All right.
Yeah.
and,
And you're not swapping your goalie. All four of you are on the pitch.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
With that said, I'm going to say off of one combined roll from everybody, I need everyone to give me their role for their skills and training. If you get a 7 to 9, that's 1. If you get a 13 up, that's 2. Everybody has a -2 to this roll. Just to kind of show playing 2 rounds. If you fill a clock, I will give you the first round. If you fill a second clock, I'll give you the second round, and we will play the third round. I don't think you can. Although last time we did this, Xenia decided that she only rolls 13s. So,
I didn't this time if it makes you feel better.
no,
I-
it doesn't, but we'll
Def-
go with it.
I definitely did not. So
All right, so first round, you're looking at 4 parts to a clock. A 7 to 9 is 1 segment, and a 13 is 2 segments. Well, we'll start at the top left here. What did our goalie get? Jade, what did you get on your skills roll?
I rolled a 6, so that's a 4.
Okay, that's a -1.
No. Whoa.
All right.
Oh wait.
Well,
I
how does our
subtracted
lovely Sormek do?
Got an 11.
An 11. So that's 2. So you're
Wow.
back to 1 point. We're on 1 segment on the clock. Xenia, how have you done? Actually, no.
Got a 9.
Shay, I don't. Shay, how did you do?
with my -2, that gives me a big old 3.
Back to 0. And you got a 9? Is that what I
Got a
heard?
9. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, man.
With a 9, you have one segment on a 4-part clock.
Oh,
You've
boy.
lost the first round, and we go to the locker room.
Ooh.
Defeated for the first round. In your locker room, Bolin is standing with his hands on his thighs, looking at you with a stack of discs on each side. He goes, I really thought we had that round. You did so well. And Vok is standing next to him, looking at him like he is speaking gibberish. Vok goes, we did not have that round at all. They got walloped. It looked like an elk frog sat on them and then spit them out into the water. They're all wet. Look at them. They're soaked. I still think we had it. And, listen, back in my pro bending days, we lost a lot of games. Cora was what I'd like to say is not good at keeping her elements in check. And Xenia didn't pull airbending out once. And he looks you dead in the face.
Who does, Vok or Bolin?
Bolin.
Oh, but he doesn't know.
Is that what you're going to say?
Or...
Are you denying the call out?
Yes,
Oh
there is
my.
one part on that 6-part clock. Bolin knows nothing. That's how this is supposed to go.
Hey, what you want and what is happening might be two different things. So, hey, if that's what you want to do. I'm fine with it. You're denying the call out.
Yes.
If you remember at the end of the book that we have, it has the cheat sheet there to make your life a lot easier. So
yeah,
you are resisting your shift in balance.
Yes.
And I would like a roll from you to do so. And I'm going to get us some locker room music here.
Cool.
Locker room music, perfect.
What do I add to a call out? Where is that? Roll with
Resisting a shift in your balance. You must resist an NPC shift in your balance. Roll. On a hit, you maintain your current balance in spite of their deeds. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. All
Okay,
you
well, I
get to
got it.
add is your balance bonus to it.
Which at the end of last episode was on my character sheet, which is loading. I think it was. I think I was 1 to trust, though. I'm pretty sure.
And your trust in, what is the other one? Self-reliance?
Yes.
Cool. So he is calling you out with trust right now. So that means you don't get the bonus if you want to deny it.
Okay, that's fine. I still get a 9.
A 9. So that means you get to do one of the following. Clear a condition. Shift your balance towards the opposite principle. Learn what their principle is if they have one. Or if you already know, take a +1 forward against them.
I will just learn Bolin's principle, I guess.
What's his principle right now? To be the best teacher possible.
I mean, figured, but now
He
I
is
know.
a teacher.
There you go.
He goes, well, I just thought I heard rumors of a woman in the tribe, but it doesn't matter. You did great, and I think we can take this next round. As he is saying that, there's a knock on the wall outside. And you see a head slide out. And you see one of the Cabbage Crushers staring into the room. Specifically, Fofo, who is the earthbender for the Cabbage Crushers. Big, big guy. He would have been the goalie if earthbenders were allowed to be the goalie. Mm-hmm. This guy is 6'7", 275, just a brick of a human. And he leans in and he goes, I just wanted to say, you did well out there. Even though you all got dunked, you did pretty well. Can I ask a question to them in private without your trainer and your coach, please, Vok? And he goes, Fofo? He's like, you're not allowed to talk to my players. He's like, I just want to have a private conversation with them. That's all. That's all I'm looking for right now.
Interesting.
And he looks in the room and waits. And Vok and Bolin look at each other. Bolin kind of shrugs. And they look to the group. These guys just stomped you on the pitch.
Do I need to be here for this?
Oh, I'd like you all to be here. I'd like to speak to your team if possible.
I just want to rub it in our faces.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not that kind of a person. I really don't even want to play bending at all. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Can I come in and speak to you without your manager and trainer, please?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Guys, what do you think?
Vok goes,
Yeah.
you have 2 minutes.
Sure.
That's it. Bolin goes, take as much time as you want. And they both walk out of the room. So as he comes in, he goes, listen, I just want to warn you that next round, Mien is probably going to do some pretty cheap shots. She's known in the second round for injuring one of the players almost every time. Mien is the firebender. She is a spry, energetic person off the pitch. On the pitch, she's hyper aggressive. Like, she'll jump across the zone and kick flip off your face to go back to hers. Like, she will take a penalty if it will injure somebody. First one, she kind of kept herself in check. He's like, I just don't want to see any of you get injured. I love your jerseys, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My mom and dad made them for us.
Oh yeah, the yum
goodies. Yeah.
Yes, you like look at the side of your jersey. He goes, yeah, they. I grew up in Republic City, and they are a staple of this city. It's very wonderful to see them here, and sponsoring a pro bending team. I never really thought that would happen. That doesn't matter. Listen, I don't want any of you to get injured. The last time it happened, that person never came back to the pitch.
Oh. Man,
Thanks for the warning.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your.
Don't
your
you find this weird?
Are you saying that to them or to him?
Weird. To them. To like my teammates. I find this really weird. Why would he be helping us?
He's just a nice guy.
I don't know.
Would
He
anyone
didn't
like to
really
make a
play
move?
nice out there.
Nope. He took a hit for his team, got pushed back one zone, and he took 3 hits in a row from all of you and did not budge.
Strong dude.
Are you making a move, Jade? Are you trying to do something right now?
No, assess the situation.
All right. Assess the
Here we go.
situation. Use creativity with that. Give me a roll. I will tell you he has a special ability called Stone Face, which means you have a
come
-1 to your
on.
roll.
Oh.
-1.
I totally did not make it. I rolled like a 3 total, 4 with
I would like to use a
creativity,
counter move.
Oh boy.
I am going to give you the condition of trusting. This is going to be one of those things where if any point in time during the game, on the pitch, for one roll, he can make you re-roll it because you trust him.
Oh no.
How rough.
I'm so mad.
Just wish you all the
Oh,
best of
no.
luck, and I hope nothing bad happens on the pitch. Good luck to all of you. And he turns around and starts to walk out of the room, and he looks at Vok, and he goes, "Have a good one, ex-coach," and walks by. Vok comes in, Bolin does not. Adam, I need to know, what was the chosen word for tum-tum? Was it a dead heat?
Oh.
Do we have to roll?
It was. No, it was not dead heat. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. He is curious and a super fan.
Excellent. I'm going to move us to the view of the pitch here, along with a view of the pro bending arena, which is most important for this. I need each of you in between bouts here. We're going to do a flashback now. We did our little argument in there. I have a leg up on you for going to the next round. I need to know before the match started where within these 4 spots you would like to be for this flashback scene that I'm going to do. Just take your tokens. I will move this to the back, actually. Take your tokens and feel free to put them anywhere you would like to be on here. Please remember kind of where you were on the pitch. We'll put you back to that location when we start back up.
I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. So you're going to be at the balcony. Shay, where are you at?
Actually,
Ooh. On the pitch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go closer to the Cabbage Crusher's locker room?
If you want to be in the Cabbage Crusher's locker room, I would say on the opposite side over here would be where the locker room is. You guys come out from the left, they come out from the right. Okay?
There's where I'll be.
All right. Tum Tum is going to be on the pitch as well. Super fan.
Oh.
This flashback scene is about an hour before everything starts. People are lined up outside, getting ready to file into the pro bending arena. The announcers are doing announcements outside. You can hear them saying, the amateur league is tonight, and we will be facing off with the Elk Frog versus the amateur, what would they be considered? The amateur competitive winners of the last 3 leagues, the Cabbage Crushers. Finally getting their chance to go for the pro bending after 2 disqualifications.
Wow.
Great.
I'm going to start with Shay on the pitch with Tum Tum. Tum Tum is wandering around licking the pitch.
I would be
with his jersey on.
Yeah. I would be kind of like next to him, just kind of like. Shay's like super excited, he's just kind of taking it all in, and as he's like kind of scratching Tum Tum like on the side of his head as he's like he's licking the pitch and everything, just trying to think of what he's possibly going to do, think of maneuvers that he could try, and also he's worried because he knows it's the Cabbage Crushers and he has to come face to face with Kaz Leon, whom he has a history with, and so just trying to get into that right mindset, something that he's really excited about. But now, especially after them coming face to face in the signups and everything too, it knocked him on his ass, and he's just feeling really nervous about it as well.
So can you switch us over to the map?
Yes.
And I'm going to give you the worst piece of information that Shay could probably find out. There was an injury on the Cabbage Crushers during practice, and because of that, you are allowed, if you have a member who has been training with you, to put them on the team. And when you looked through the sign-up, Kaz's name was on for the goalie.
Oh, wow.
He's on there now?
There was an injury. Unfortunate injury during practice. Now, people are filing in. They're starting to get their seats. One of the people who clean the pitch in between to make sure there's not like too much water on there or any problems comes out and goes, excuse me, is there something I can do for you in your elk frog? Right? He points to the jersey.
Yeah.
He points to Tum Tum.
Yeah. He
has a jersey on. He's not playing, is he? I don't think that's allowed.
No. He only plays during practice. He's just kind of like our giant mascot.
He plays during
just
practice?
making sure. Yeah. We'll let him play every once in a while. Isn't that right, buddy? And just give him a little scratchy scratch.
He spits a stone disc out and hits the stands.
He's a really good like water bender type as well too. He's pretty awesome. Yeah, it would be so inappropriate if he actually.
Okay. Well, just make sure that you're off the pitch in the next 15 minutes. Is there anything I can do for you while you're out here before? I know this is probably your first time in the actual pro bending arena.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious what injury happened with the Cabbage Crushers. I noticed that somebody got hurt during practice.
His face goes pretty slack. I don't know if we're allowed to speak about what the other teams have had happen. With that said, the camera kind of pans away from you and pans to Jade outside the locker room. Inside, you can hear an argument and fighting between the team, and they are yelling at each other right now. Why are you at their locker room? I'm really worried about what you're about ready to say.
I don't know what you mean.
I was here last episode.
Just setting it up. Don't worry.
You have a full beard now?
No. It's going to be different this time. I am going to use Bonzu, Pippin, Pedalopsicopoulos the third. It has to happen. It's the last episode. And I am a very thick-browed towel.
It is the
boy.
worst power ever. Oh my lord! You have caterpillar eyebrows?
Yes. It's really hard to fit together. But I twist my hair, and they're on top of my brows, so I have this really thick brows.
So like
and I've
pinned in with toothpicks?
Yes.
Okay, are you knocking on the door into their locker room? What are you doing?
Oh, I don't have to
I'm
knock
slightly
the door.
worried.
I have towels on my shoulders, my arms, and I'm just gonna walk in there like with my towels. Oh, I open the door and be like, huh, towels,
So you
fresh
open the
towels
door.
for everybody.
There is Fofo the Earthbender, Mien the Firebender, and Zola the Waterbender. Mien is the only woman in the group. The other two are male. And they're all arguing in front of somebody who's laying on the ground holding towels that are soaking crimson on their leg. As you walk into the room, they all turn and look at you. And it's not a look of like angry at you. There is a sincere look of fear.
Oh, wow. So I get scared back.
Zola gets up and goes, "You cannot be in here right now." And you see in the corner of the room, something in the shadows move. And you hear a clicking noise of something. And you hear a voice. And he says, "I told you if you lose that practice match, you would never play again." And he looks to you walking through the door and goes, "We didn't order towels." And you see he has some gold and wooden contraption, pretty long, in his hand, like down by his side. And he's got a fire like spark between his fingers right now. And he goes, "We don't need towels, just leave them outside." What would you like to do?
I get spooked, and I'm just like, drop all the towels and just run and go back.
Now,
to my
technically
team.
speaking, you have a 12 right now, and anything you do, because that power is absolute bullshit, and you can technically do whatever you want right now, because you get a 12 up. So do you run, or do you want to do something with the power, because it costs you a condition, right? Because you haven't used it yet. You get stupefied or foolish. Foolish. You get foolish.
Foolish. Foolish is the...
So are you going to leave with that and run, or do you want to do something with it?
Oh, I'm not just a towel boy. I also am a medic. Looks like you need me. This looks like a lot of blood here.
Oh, you're a medic, are you? Well then.
Yes.
He looks to Zola. He says, "Your healing powers aren't up to snuff. Why don't we see if the towel boy here can do something?" Are you gonna walk over and try to mend this wound? He's giving you the go because you know why? You get a 12 plus. Welcome to walking into a bad situation. There's the darkest thing we're gonna have all this Avatar season right here.
You know what? Let's do it. I think the payoff might be worth it.
All right. What move would you like to do to try to heal them as a weapons expert? I'm assuming you've had to patch up some of your own wounds over the years. Are you doing? Do we want to say help?
Cabbage bomb.
Oh,
No, it's not help.
Cauterizes the wound. It's fine.
Solve a problem.
I think helping would make the most
cabbage
sense.
punch. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing
Let me
cabbage
fix
punch.
your wound by putting you out permanent. First, we need to knock you out, and now we need to.
Okay, I will do
Yeah,
help.
so they don't feel
I
pain.
will help.
All right.
You gotta.
All right, you're doing a help. This is a pretty
okay.
severe wound. They have two conditions right now. They have doomed and they have impaired. To do this, if you want to try to fix it all in one go, you're going to need a 10 plus. You have a -2 to your roll on this. because it's an actual wound and not just
Wow.
fatigue.
Man, this is gonna be rough. All right,
You know?
Xenia,
And
give
this
me
is
your rolling
before
powers
this guy
here.
came into your locker room. This is before the first round of the pro bending match. This is how the show opened for you all and why you probably lost your first round.
Okay, I did roll an 8.
Okay, so you
let's
get
see
it you get them patched up. They look to you and they pull you in close. In response to you patching up, he goes, "You need to just forfeit this match. You should not be going again. He's gonna be on the pitch. He's taking my spot."
I don't know what you mean. I'm just a towel boy. What do you mean?
You need to tell the other team to forfeit. Go bring them towels.
Oh, okay.
And he's very adamant about having them forfeit. Kaz leans in and goes, "Is everything okay?" Like over your shoulder, that like looming shadow, and you hear that spark and the click noise again, almost like cocking the hammer on a object. "Is everything okay?
Yeah,
Are they going to be all right? They seem to have injured themselves."
I think you're all right, aren't you, old sport? So I tap him.
"Well, if that's the case, can you walk yourself out of here?" And he's saying that not to you, but their goalie. Yeah, I think with some help, I can walk myself out. And he looks to you like to put his arm over to use you as a crutch. Are you gonna help him out?
Sure. Yeah, I'll help him out.
As you're dragging him out and across, the camera cuts away to Sormek and Xenia and the balcony in the VIP box where you would be watching from one of the two ends of the arena. And you see somebody getting kind of walked out and along the edge of the arena, limping and talking to each other. And you see Kaz come out and watch them, and he turns back and shuts the door to go back into the locker room. The camera settles on Sormek and Xenia. What are you two doing in the VIP balcony?
I think I probably just came up here to watch and observe as much of the arena at one time as I could, because this is obviously brand new territory, and I have only know what I know about it from how much Shay talks about it.
Okay. Sormek, what about you? Oh, and you can see Shay down on the pitch with Tum Tum, because that's safe.
Yeah,
It's like it's fine.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous? I'm not nervous. But if you are nervous, we could talk about it. I just
Yeah, I'm nervous, and it is perfectly fine if you are also nervous.
No, I'm not nervous.
Of course not. No. Definitely no reason to be nervous.
No, I just don't know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. If it helps, I don't think I really do either. I think I've just heard Shay talk about it so much at this point that some of the rules are ingrained into my subconscious, and I don't know that they're there.
I really wish I had listened more, but whenever he went on those tirades, I kind of just tuned him out. So I now I'm regretting all of that time. Really wish I'd paid more attention to gym class. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't really do those things.
Sometimes it does pay to listen. Who would have known? You'll do great. I know you will.
If you two could have one NPC here right now, who would it be?
God.
Anyone from the other 5 episodes we've done. Anyone.
You pick.
I wish Dad was here. I mean,
That's who I would have said would be Dad.
Along a lot lately, but he's really kind of turned around, and I think it'd be cool to see him here in Republic City. And
yeah, I think he would like stuff like this if he would give it a chance. Like he was always about like competitive nature and all of that, but he's just not. This isn't really his space, and I kind of like gesture over the balcony to the whole thing. I think he would like it more if it was, you know, just a mound of dirt in the middle of the bog.
Yeah, if it was a competition of moving cranberries from one side to another.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, we could make a new sport out of this. We could convince Dad to have like a sport at home. It would be nice, at least. Get him out of the hut more.
Do an annual competition at harvest time. Do
Hey,
that.
I mean, next
And
year
we are in spring. That is coming here within one season.
Yeah.
So as
Maybe
you
we
guys are
can
looking over the
organize
pitch and talking, people start to file in. And there will be a moment in your locker room where you all would be able to discuss what's going on before round one. With that said, does Jade come back with their goalie? Or do you drop them off at the medic and then come to the locker room? What is Jade's plan? Since they got the unhappy thing out of all the stuff that happened here, what are you doing with
dropping
them?
him off. He's definitely going to the medic, and I'm gonna rush and run to my team and tell them what happened. Because
Would
I
you say
am
there
shook.
there may not be enough time. So with that said, I would like a roll from you to see if you get back with enough time to tell them.
Oh my god. Let's see.
I would say either rely on skills and training or push your luck.
Okay. Well, I did roll a 9, so that's
Okay. No penalties.
Cool.
That's a success. So you get there in time. You guys are all suited up. Bolin is there with Vok. This is right before the round you just lost. Getting everything together. He's like, all right, remember the rules. And he's pointing on the wall to like all the rules that are listed. No earth bending to the head. No fire bending to the head. Xenia, make sure those discs are on mark. If you hit somebody and knock them out, you're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna get a penalty. But you can't use
it was
Ice Storm
just
Mech, and he's like
once.
running through all of it, filling your head with gibberish as Jade walks in the room. He goes, "You're late, Jade. We gotta go." And are you just like tears covered in sweat? Like, how is Jade running into this room with huge eyebrows?
I was like, oh, I forgot. And then I removed my eyebrows. I'm like, I have to tell you something. The weirdest thing I
I
just
feel like Aang
witnessed.
used to do that.
But yeah, I removed my eyebrows and I realized, because I'm really shook about what happened, and then I tell them really quick what I saw. There's just
Okay.
blood everywhere. There's just this clicking noise, and then there's this, like, everyone was yelling in the room, and I don't know what's going on, but it's really creepy.
Oh.
And I had to drop off their goalie and medic.
Yep.
Wait, so they're down a player? So that means we win?
No, because I saw the roster. Kaz is gonna end up playing as the goalie. Did you see him in the room too?
Did I see him in the room? I don't.
Oh yeah, he was the
remember.
intimidating person in the
Who's
room.
there?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Yes, he was there.
The goalie that got injured, his name is Yan. He was pretty scared. He did tell you one specific thing over and over. You need to go to the other team and tell them to forfeit. This is not worth it. I'm not the only one to be injured, would be what he would say.
I tell him that, that's really weird. Like, he kept saying that we should forfeit the game because it would be
we're
really dangerous.
Totally not doing that.
Maybe we should.
Dangerous because of Kaz.
He didn't give a name. He just said you should forfeit it as dangerous. And he was bleeding all over the place, which is very, like, not good for anyone. But it wasn't like he banged his head. There was a hole through his leg. And it was covered with a towel, and you did your best to patch him up. You wrapped it tight, cut off the bleeding, and took him to the medic, and they'll take care of him from there. He should be fine. Walking again, though, sure. Playing pro bending again, probably not.
I wouldn't be surprised if he actually hurt him on purpose, so he could actually be a part of the match. That's how his brain operates. That's the type of person that he is, and I wouldn't be shocked if he actually tries to convince all of them to one just go after me or try to get to me through going after one of you as well too. So especially if he's playing, just everybody be careful. Do not trust him whatsoever, especially him.
With that said, are you trying to shift everyone's balance, or are you just giving a speech? Are you trying to guide and comfort to people, put people back to center?
Yeah, trying to kind of center everybody, get everybody.
So when you try to honestly guide and comfort another person, roll with harmony. On a hit, choose one. They embrace your guidance and comfort and the condition, and they get 2 fatigue back, like clear 2, a condition or 2 fatigue. Ask one question. They have to answer it honestly, or they can shut you down. On a 10 plus, they embrace your guidance and comfort, and you shift their balance. So who here is off balance still?
Do we reset each time? I can't remember.
We did not after last episode. With all the training, everything, there was no reset.
Yep.
Then I am off balance.
Okay.
That's a 7.
All right. So a 7 is they embrace your guidance and comfort. They may clear a condition, 2 fatigue, and you may ask one question. They must answer it honestly, or they can shift themselves 1 point. So what would you like to ask as a question after your speech of the shook Sormek who doesn't know the rules? Worst bending team ever.
Sormak gets asked a question, right?
No.
I think you asked.
No, you asked the question. You do, because it's your speech.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look at Sormak, be like, hey, you feeling up? You feeling good? I mean, I know I was like Bolin. I threw a lot of information at you and everything, but yeah, good to go.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't listen to anything you said.
Great, we're gonna do awesome. We're going to do.
Look, you start talking, and usually I pay attention, but then you start talking about pro bending, and it just kind of like turns into this drone that goes one ear out the other, and I start thinking about formulas for interesting things like math formulas and engine combustion and force to weight ratios, and I'm sorry. There I go again. No, I don't know what I'm doing.
So you can shift yourself 1.
Yeah, hit him with
Let's
your
do it then.
Actually, that's perfect. See, you're already set. That'll totally protect you. You'll be fine. Actually, your face will probably be the most protected for fighting the Cabbage Crushers.
Fact.
Crush them.
So, put yourselves back on the pitch where you said you were going to be for this opening scene. As everything fades to black, opens up on a bright light as they begin the second round. Birds flying through the stadium. The water down below is calm. The announcer goes, "Are you ready for the pro-amateur bout? Round 2!" And you can see in the distance Vok mouthing the same thing from the hours that he was an announcer for pro bending. Like, you can tell this man misses his job. And he sees you all and he goes, "You got this." And Bolin goes, and then you see behind them Tum Tum on the rail going back at you over the rail. And Bolin just starts rubbing his face. And next to that is Naka sitting in the net. And Naka is handing out candy to all the people in the arena around him. As the match starts, it's pitched. And it starts, the scene, as the camera picks up right where we are now. Their firebender is in zone 3, almost falls off, gets caught by a one and only Kaz as the goalie. As he flings him back up, and you can see there's a talk between them. And the firebender looks worried. Mien looks worried. The earthbender moves over on their turn to block the line from any incoming attacks. And he braces himself and pulls 2 discs up and flings them in your guys' direction. We're going to do a quick round here to determine the end of this turn order. This will be round 3 in our second bout, our second part of the match. If you can knock all of them off during this one round, you guys will win the match. If you don't, we go to a match 3 and we will play out that match 3. But before any of that happens, I need everyone here to give me and assess the situation at a -1 because you're under pressure in a match. If you don't want that -1, I will let you roll normally, but you're going to have a -1 for the roll to end this round. So take it for basically your assess or take it for your skill roll. We'll go around here. We're gonna start with the goalie. You know how bad things are. You know Kaz can't be trusted. You know he is super dangerous, and he's threatening. At some point, he's threatening his team. What did you get on your assess the situation?
I rolled an 8, so -1 is like 7.
Yep, that's still enough. You get to ask one question. It can be about people on the pitch, or it can be about stuff going on in the stands around you. What is your question?
My question is, who is the easiest to how do I say this in English? Sorry. Help me out here. Like who can't take a joke? I guess like
who can't take it?
easily
Probably
gets
Kaz.
mad.
Kaz definitely can't take a joke. That guy is
You
a
can intimidate him.
total
Off.
jerk. Are you gonna try to make him fall off like you did during practice?
I might just do that.
So yes, you know that he is the person who cannot take a joke. He takes everything seriously. Nothing is funny. Yeah, he is definitely the person. Xenia, what did you get on your assess the situation?
I got an 11.
Oh, not a 13. First time for everything. What
What a
would you
shame.
like to ask for your 2 questions?
One, do I see Huss?
You do see Huss. Huss is standing opposite of where you see Tum Tum. You see Tum Tum, Bolin, and Vok. He's on the opposite side, which would be like where you would have your coaches standing with their empty area for a coach.
Of course he is. And then second.
100% he has not cheered yet, though. He's not cheering for either team. He's just standing in
Okay.
the other box.
He can at least fake loyalty well, I guess. Does it seem like any of them are like really tired on their team? Because I know if we fatigue them out, they'll go over the sod. So does it seem like any
the
of them are close
most
to that?
Gotcha. The most fatigued person, although it would not seem like it, is Fofo, their earthbender. Because he's been taking hits for the team like a shield. That takes us to Sormek. What did you get?
In
your goalie helmet.
11,
Can't believe you
so
bought a
that's
goalie.
10.
You get 2 questions with 10. What are your
Losing my mind
questions?
over it.
Oh, God. It's fucking hilarious.
Um,
I'm so clipping stuff for TikTok out of this.
Yes.
One question: how alert does the referee look?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
They switched referees for this round. The other referee is nowhere to be seen. They're either going to be really good or fresh, but that is a very good question. The referee that should be doing the entire match is not the same person right now.
Interesting.
Second question.
Are they allowed to do that?
I mean, if something happens, someone gets sick, I mean, there's nothing against a ref changing if there needs to be.
Or if one was paid off.
Hey,
Things
you know
of
what?
such
I didn't
nature.
say that out loud. That is all Xenia being a paranoid person who was kicked out of her tribe for burning down an entire bog. I'm just saying, not my words.
Okay. This is a weird question, but I have a reason
It's okay.
for it.
All right.
When
I'm with you.
Tum Tum was going around licking the match,
The pitch. Yep.
the pitch.
Yep.
Did he leave any Tum Tum elk frog slobber around that is still sitting there?
Oh my god.
No, but in the darkest red area in Zone 3, he did leave cranberry slime.
Oh.
And it does match Zone 3 real well.
Oh man.
I will say, if you're willing to take a -2 on a roll, you can use that to knock somebody out on a 7 to 9 instead of a 10.
Nice.
Okay.
And that brings us to the only person who understands what the actual shit is going on here. Shay, what are your 2 questions?
Yeah, I got a 10. So throughout this first match and into this one, who's been the biggest threat to us so far?
Well, so in the first one, it was Miend. She was super aggressive. She spent a decent amount of fatigue, you're guessing, throwing more fire than normal. She has a maneuver that you have seen done before, where she does a sideways cartwheel, and she hits people on opposite sides. It's pretty dangerous. It hits hard. And then I would say the other thing you would notice is that the waterbender throws up water a lot of times just to create smoke screens when the ref isn't looking. It's not technically illegal if fire and water hit each other and create steam, as long as it doesn't hit somebody. And they definitely are good at making it look accidental.
My other question is because I watch him a lot, who has Kaz been focusing on more out of all of our team?
Kaz in general is doing his best to stop anyone from falling off of the pitch. I can tell you that he has flung some of the discs twice that you all missed back at Jade, and he knocked at both Jade and Sormek out the first round.
Okay.
He hasn't done anything illegal yet, though. No illegal moves yet.
Okay.
With that said, I need everyone's what they want to do. I have a maneuver for each person that I can do, and I also can, if you roll a 6 or less, I get an extra maneuver. I'm not going to ask for our combat round stuff, like the strike and all that stuff. I just want to know what you're doing and what skill you want to use, because they are on the defensive right now. Every one of them is going on defense. So as long as you're not on defense, you go before them. Actually, on defense, you go before them as well, because players go first. So with that said, looking at the phases, is anyone going to go on defend or maneuver? Because that's all they are doing. They're all set to retaliate.
I will.
Okay.
I'm planning on going advance and attack.
Okay. So you're the only defense. Anybody else defense? And I'm mostly just doing this to do description order. Shay, we're going to open with you. You're at the front of the line, facing down the 6'7", 275-pound gentle giant, as chat has said. And in the audience, you hear Tum Tum let out a roar. You get a +1 to whatever you're going to do right now, as Tum Tum is cheering you on as the super fan he is.
Yeah, all right. I want to... I am going to use a move, because I am in defense. Okay. I called it Standing Flame. It stands strong. I plant my feet and I prepare myself for incoming blows. I become prepared, and I automatically block or avoid any negative statuses inflicted on me in this exchange.
So you two are just staring each other down right now.
Yeah, and...
Because the camera kind of pans. This. He's 6'7". How tall are you?
I'm like 5'11".
So it's like this.
Yeah.
Of him staring you down. You are readying yourself then, so nothing happens until you're attacked, correct?
Correct.
That
yeah,
takes that takes us into advance and attack. Who's going on advance and attack?
Me. And
all right, what are you doing? Let's go, Avatar in hiding.
All right, let's go. Can I also see this cranberry slime situation?
No,
Okay.
you didn't ask for that.
Oh man,
That's a Sormek
unfortunate.
thing. Unless Sormek was to tell you about it, but looking at the arena, he could move over to you and do it if he was on defend and maneuver.
Yeah, but he's not.
No.
So that's fine. I had a backup plan anyway.
Oh yeah.
So I know that Fofo is their most fatigued player because I did ask.
You sure
that.
do. Yep.
So I would like to take my. I'm gonna try for 2 discs. I'll ready one, and if I can get a second, I'll do it. I would like
You
to
could
bounce
spend a
them
fatigue
off
just
of-
to do a second disc.
Yeah, I'll just do it because I.
Because
I don't
then you
have
could
any
do
food
3
all right now.
discs if you get that 10 plus.
Let's go. That's what I'm.
And I will remind you,
Um,
in between rounds, your coach, because of who he is and how cheerful between Bolin and they are, you do get a fatigue back.
Yeah.
So I'm saying you guys are at full fatigue because it was a rousing speech and you guys are all good.
Okay.
We'll see how you do here.
I'm gonna try for the 3. I'll go ahead and ready 2, but I'll try for the 3rd.
All right, so
I'm gonna
you blow
bounce
fatigue.
them all off the side of the arena, so they
Oh.
all hit Fofo square in the side of him. I want to try. If I can't knock him all the way out of the arena, I want to at least knock him to the side so Shay has line of sight to their water and firebenders.
So I'm going to put this over here so that it's on the screen, just so people might be wondering. There are some new rules we've added for this. If you're going to rebound it off the side, you can take the penalty. There is a rule for it.
I thought I could bounce things off the side of the arena.
You
'cause they were,
can,
like,
but there's a
wrestling
rule if you
before.
want to do something extra. Rebound off the ropes is a -2, and you can automatically move them one zone on a 7 to 9 instead of a 10 up.
Yeah, let's go. I'll do it. I'll take the minus.
Kind
two.
of figured.
And he's also a zone away. That's another negative on you too, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So you're hitting him, so that's one
Well, I
zone.
have a
You're at
negative
-3.
But I'm using skills and training, so I get a +3, so it's just an even roll.
And Tum Tum
Nice.
roared, so everybody has a +1 this round.
Let's go!
Yes, +1. Let's go.
Super fan, baby.
Okay, that's a 6 and a
Get a
word.
6. Get a 6.
Okay. Yeah, no, try again. Okay, so I get a +1 for Tum Tum because the other all cancels each other out, right? Okay,
Yep.
so that's an 11.
So Tum Tum's a +1, but you have a -2 from the rebound and a -1 for the distance. So he would put it back
But
to
I-
a 2 plus whatever.
but
you
I
have.
get +3 for
So you get a +1.
using skills and training. So I get a +1, so
+1.
I get an 11.
How do you want to do this? You got 3 discs. You can move everybody a zone for free. So right now, if you're hitting him, he bops back with 1 disc.
Yep.
Do you hit him with another one?
Yeah, I need him out. And I'm gonna
Okay.
aim the 3rd disc at their firebender and try to get her out too. So Cash should only be able to try and catch 1.
Oh, who does Kaz think is more important? Kaz, as he sees the big guy go by, tags him and puts his hand up to tag himself in as he's catching her and pulling her into the arena.
Fine. Fofo's gone. Bye.
You have 1 more disc. Who are you hitting?
I have 1 more.
Yeah, 3 discs. You spend a fatigue and you got a 10 up,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you throw
that's fair.
2.
I'm gonna hit her again.
He pulls her up. As he does, she gets hit squarely a second time and falls out of the arena. He turns and stares you down. I am using my retaliation maneuver. It is like emanating just pure hatred towards you right now. I am
I'd
going
like
to not.
wink.
Well, we'll see. I am not trying to shift your balance. No. That would be too easy. I am trying to imply the doomed status effect to you. I'm going to need you to give me a... I would like a harmony roll from you to keep yourself stable.
All right, that's fine. Harmony's a 1. It's not great, but it's not awfully. That's all right. I got a 7.
He stares at you. He does not get the doomed off on you, but he does cause a fatigue to you instead.
That's all right. That's okay.
I was hoping for both. He is angry. That takes us to the next person. Sormek, what would you like to do? You see as your sis knocks 2 of them out of the arena with style. Someone's been listening to Shay's training.
Am I stuck in this zone, or am I allowed to move up when those people fall off?
So technically, everyone can move up to the zone that Shay is in, but to do that, you would have to use the move, defend and maneuver, or advance and attack. You're an advance and attack, though, so you can't advance.
Yeah.
You can go one zone.
Because I could seize position.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use seize position to try and move up a zone, and as I move, I'm gonna do a feint attack, like I'm throwing something. But the goal is to get their goalie to step back into that cranberry slime with a feint.
All right, I'll let you have this dirty trick that you're trying to do. It's not really dirty. It's actually pretty fair. Give me your roll. He provides a -2 because he does not fall for tricks. You get a +1 from you still get
him,
and a +1 from Tum Tum.
The cranberry juice use.
Yep, but a +1 from Tum Tum. He's like, "Roar."
So
you only need a 7 to 9.
Roar, Tum Tum, roar.
7 to 9. Can you do it?
I believe in him.
Okay, I rolled an 11, but that's
Whoa.
with my pluses, so it comes up to I guess it just hits an 11.
As he steps back, you do the feint, and he's staring down Xenia. He steps on the slime and falls and bounces off of Zone 4 and out into the water. I am going to use my maneuver to catch the ledge as he's hanging from the edge right now. That takes us to the last 2 people. Because you still are defending right now, Shay, so something could happen still. Goalie, would you like to attack? Are you waiting for a missed opportunity? What would you like to do? Are you intimidating the waterbender? What are you doing?
I honestly, at this point, I would like to use Cabbage Punch to force this guy off the pitch.
Off the ledge?
Because he's already hanging. Yeah.
Now,
Cabbage
you are not
Punch.
using a rebound for this, so you would be at a -3 for him.
Okay.
But Cabbage Punch does what?
So I changed the name of Cabbage Punch. It's actually originally called Forceful Blow, and it's an advance and attack swing at the enemy with all your might, sending them flying. Mark fatigue and inflict 2 fatigue or 1 condition on your target. Then push them to a new position of your choice unless they mark 2 fatigue.
Now this can matter because the fatigue between rounds can cause some problems for this last match. Unless you get them all out this turn, there's only 1 person left.
Okay, I rolled an 8 for that.
You rolled an 8 with a -3. +1 from Tum Tum makes it a -2.
Lord.
That makes it a 6.
Oh, no.
Which means I get a maneuver. I would like to use the maneuver to flip myself back onto the pitch. Well, I'm out of maneuvers now. I've used all of my maneuvers that I have. That takes us to Shay. As I flip up, the waterbender sees out of the corner of her eye him come up, and there's a look of worry because they're losing right now. I'm going to spend a fatigue for her, and I'm going to use 2 maneuvers as she brings water up between the 2 of you to distract and punches through it with another water, trying to hit you, Shay. Shay, you have been waiting patiently. What does this maneuver do?
Mine that I did?
Yeah, because you go before me now 'cause you've been waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm prepared, which I get a +1 to stuff, but then it says I automatically block or avoid any negative status effects inflicted on me.
So my goal was to knock you back one. So you take the water blast. What does it look like? How do you stop it from knocking you back?
It's coming at me, and it's like I flame uppercut like through her water into steam. Just.
Whoa.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Would you like to spend a fatigue to take a second action?
Yes, I would. Which I will. Oh, because they're lined up. I'm going to. Whee! Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push my luck, and I want to strike, right at her to see if I can knock her into Kaz.
If you're trying to knock them both out, if you get a 10 up, I will say at a -2. You get a +1 from him, so a -1. If you get a 10 up, I will let you knock them both out.
Okay.
Because he's so off balance. He's been knocked out, knocked back up, knocked out, caught himself. He is on the brink of falling off again.
With you said I was at a minus what with that?
It would have been a -2, but you get a +1 from the frog.
So -1. Because I am pushing my luck with passion, gives me 2, which takes me up to an 11.
Well, you can narrate this, good sir.
She puts that water wall up in front of us, and that other water strike just comes right at me. You see Shay, he spins, uppercuts, and turns it into mist. And then as he starts turning with it, his foot catches on fire and just sends this flaming fireball through her water wall, which is almost just like a hot, misty ball of flame as it hits her. And then hits him as well, too, as they both go tumbling over the side. And then Shay just, like, stands there, like, his foot on fire and just, like, breathing really hard, like, ah. Yeah!
And as the camera looks at you down and it pans out and up into the arena with the birds flying by, them all in the water bobbing, as the group kind of is coming back together around Shay, Jade coming off of the Zone 4, off to the side, next to Tum Tum, Bolin, Vok, sitting on the back of Tum Tum is your dad. In a elk frog jersey, with both your moms on each side wearing them as well. You know right now they should be doing the harvest, that they should be busy. They are relying on somebody else to take care of that stuff as they made the trip to Republic City to root for you. Shay, your family firebends out onto the pitch, landing next to you, like knee sliding to grab you and pick you up. As they do that, there is a sound of a that goes off in the distance. And you see Tak fall off the back of the elk frog as we go into break.
Whoa.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is
break.
happening? Oh my God.
There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms.
Become inspired by Sirenscape Online Player's massive sound library and weave your tabletop legends by building custom sound sets that bring your immersive world to life. Simply download the app to access the entire Sirenscape archive anytime you need epic sounds. The online player works perfectly alongside any virtual tabletop to bring your players together no matter where they are in the world. Broadcast your custom sound sets in real time with flawless audio quality to give them a game they'll never forget. Get the Sirenscape Online Player today at Sirenscape.com.
And now, deep thoughts with Tum Tum. It has come to Tum Tum's attention that he is very wise. Tum Tum is the most widely traveled of all elk frogs. And so, Tum Tum would now like to impart his greatest advices to you. Advices 1. A cranberry in the mouth is one less than 2 in the bog. And if you are smart, you will eat all 3. Advices 2. When you meet someone new, it is often advised to taste them. That way, you can tell if they taste like someone else. Fire Nation taste like Fire Nation. Advices 3. Belly rubs, as everyone knows, are one of the bestest things in the world. When requesting belly rubs, it is best to request belly rubs from someone who is in a good mood. Sometimes when humans are angry, they are too aggressive with the belly rubs. So don't ask them, for it will hurt. Advices B. 4. Tum Tum is very wise, but Tum Tum does not count well. Tum Tum only has 3 fingers. So, this is advices past 3. Advices past 3 is don't get stuck. That is just good advice. Across the bog, there are places where it is sticky and wet, and you can get stuck there. Don't. Also, if you go into a cave, there are places where it gets narrow and you can get stuck there too. Don't do that. Tum Tum is very wise, but he has had to learn from experience. So don't do what Tum Tum does in this instance. Advices after 3, 2. If you find someone that will scratch your belly and rub your head and feed you cranberries, you should stay and protect them, because then they will give you more belly rubs and more cranberries. Tum Tum has mistress, and she is very good at head scratches and belly rubs, and she gives me lots of cranberries. So Tum Tum stays close and protect her. That way, Tum Tum gets more cranberries. Tum Tum advises past 3, 3. If you go to the big city, do not sit on the moving wheeled thingies. Tum Tum is large, and Tum Tum crushed one, and that made people mad. Also, don't let them hit you, because that hurts. That sums up Tum Tum's life advice. You should heed, and remember to taste new people always, and get belly rubs. This will lead to happy Tum Tum life.
Well, apparently we all need to learn how to count again, because I've been doing it wrong my whole life. I always thought 4 was after 3.
No.
But that is not the case.
Totally
And
wrong.
Tum Tum is the wisest. So, welcome back to Counting with Tum Tum. How am I even here again? Why is Tum Tum not running this show? Thank you, everybody. If you stuck around for our break, we left off with them winning their first amateur bending bout, which means they are now able to become pro benders as the Elk Frog group from the Ruby Bog tribe. Their family has shown up to watch. Bolin and their coach are cheering on the sidelines. And on top of the cheering, their dad Talk is there along with their mothers, as there is a noise in the distance as Talk falls off of Tum Tum and next to one of Xenia's mothers. Now, you would think, Eric, why would you shoot 2 people in an Avatar show? And the answer is because I can. And it creates this moment that's about to happen. Xenia, I'm going to need to test your balance to make sure you don't shift into the Avatar.
Great.
I've moved Bolin's clock to the middle of the field just because, it seems appropriate. As you're all cheering down below and the gunshot goes off, the score goes up on the board. You guys go to that whole lovely 4-0. And, I need to test your balance. Are you currently centered?
I am, because Shay gave a speech earlier that took me back to center.
Cool. That's good. That's good to hear, because otherwise you'd be really hurting. I need first and assess the situation to see if you noticed who got injured. This is the one time in this game you probably want to fail.
Guess what I didn't do?
Oh.
Did you get a 13 up?
I did not. I got an 11.
Not only did you see it, you saw Huss holding this smoking rifle.
Whoa.
Oh, the rage. The rage in my
He's
entire
directly
body.
across. It shot right across the top of the pitch. And it hit over there, and you saw your dad fall. Now, you can't see your dad because he fell behind the rail. So now, because you saw it, I was going to say just the sound would have been a -2. But because you saw it, it's a -4. And because it's Huss, I'd like to see if you shift into the avatar form in the middle of the pitch.
I'd say it's more likely than we all think, but that is.
For those who
Do
have
I
played with me
add or
before,
do I add or subtract anything to that?
-4.
Oh, okay, yeah, super duper fail. That's a 4.
The rest of your group sees you as you start to spout earth and air, and your eyes flicker.
Oh, no.
Xenia, you have a flashback, one that we talked about earlier. You asked it'd be really cool if we could do this, and I know how to make it happen. Would you like to describe your flashback?
Yeah. So in this moment where she is starting to glow, almost entering the avatar state, she is remembering for the first time that the accident that got her kicked out of the bog was not even her fault at all. It was Huss. The night that she said that she was going to go fix the bog, and her dad told her no, and she stormed away as a rebellious teenager who was set out to prove that everything that she could do for the bog and to prove her dad wrong, and that she was useful, she was helpful. And that night when she got to the bog, Huss had beat her there. And all of the cranberries that had already been kind of taken out of the water and were being prepped to be flooded and everything, Huss lit all of it on fire. And I did nothing but try to save it. But I was an earthbender, and the only thing I knew what to do was to try to sink the mud underneath the water lower to try to get the cranberry plants to sink, but it didn't work fast enough, and the whole bog burned.
Now,
And
I gotta
then
ask,
Huss
why
ran
did you forget? Because this would be
I
the
think-
moment you would
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. She couldn't run away fast enough before somebody in the bog saw her, and they took it back to her dad and her mom's and said, I saw Xenia burn it down. I saw Xenia burn the bog down. And when you're a kid and adults keep yelling at you that you did something, no matter how adamant you are that you didn't do it, eventually you will start to believe them. Because they're adults, and they're supposed to be there to protect you, especially your parents. But my parents didn't believe me.
Well, I think the final scene of that, though, is when you finally got booted from the bog.
Yeah.
Which mother took the rest of your bending powers from you?
Nio.
Okay. And which one is Naya? The nice one?
Yeah, she's the nice one. She's the waterbender.
Leaving the bog, knowing that you being on your own, and the fact that you were possibly one, or you or your brother was the avatar to be, she tapped your chi and only let you keep your earthbending just in case. And it was a hug. It wasn't malicious, but it was more for you to be safe when you were outside of the village that is really made to train avatars. There's an entire underground earth kingdom to do so. Or I should say village, not kingdom. And all of it comes flooding back during this. Sormek, Jade, all of you, as you're cheering, you turn, you see her eyes change color, wind burn out, and the beginning of Earth to flow as all the discs in the arena are floating up, just unloading out of the magazines below one after another. Everyone is in shock and awe right now from what happened. The gunshot, they're looking around. What do the three of you do before she goes supernova here?
Ooh, it's gonna be rough.
I'm just gonna do this. You got a 6, you said, right?
Who, me?
Yeah. What did you get?
I got a 4.
A 4. Cool. I'll put 2 pips on there for Bolin noticing.
Right, cool. If the glowing doesn't give it away, I don't really know what will at this point.
Everyone is distracted. I'm giving them a split second to decide as a team who just won and people who work together well how they would like to handle this, because you have been hiding the Avatar state from everyone besides the village, who, they all kind of know what's going on. What would you like to do? Have you guys not played a game with me before? Come on, this is not new.
Yeah.
2 of you know this is how I play.
You make us ponder and think.
Yeah, I know.
This is rough. I would like to do comfort and support to Xenia first.
All right, I'll let you start that.
Wrong.
As you walk in close to her, the wind is kicking you back, and you're trying to comfort and support them. Only 2 of her elements are currently active, which means you're only at a -2 to interacting with her. Give me a roll at a -2. Xenia, 4, 6, or 8? Give me which number is your favorite?
Who do we appreciate?
Xenia, go Xenia.
Cool.
Xenia.
So I'm going to give you a 6-part clock that needs to be filled to stop you from changing to the Avatar. You should have said 4.
Whoa.
Right, cool, awesome. Love that for me. I was almost scared this was the direction it was going because I almost said 8, and I'm glad that number did not come out of my mouth.
I just want to know how bad this first time is, and that's kind of what I'm, what are you feeling right now? Is it a 4, 6, or an 8?
It's not good.
So, Jade, you walk over and you're trying to console her as she's starting to turn into the Avatar. And you saw a brief glimpse of this back at the gazebo when you're in front of the tablet, and it went away real fast before she fainted and was out for a few days. What do you get with that -2?
8, so I only got 6.
6 is not enough to fill anything, not enough to stop as you get tossed away from her off of the pitch into the water below. That is my maneuver as the GM for your failure.
I'm sorry.
What about the other 2 of you? As you see Jade go poosh through the air and out. At least you're landing in water. You take 1 fatigue,
I should not
by
have
the way.
played this game.
I should have been a coach.
I should have been the coach. They fall into water.
Should have been the coach.
Don't forget this 5Ds.
Please subscribe to Keeps a Go-Go. So what are you wanting to do, the other 2? We stalled for you.
I want to try something unorthodox.
Hey, welcome to the show. Unorthodox is what we're looking for.
I want to try and trick Xenia into thinking that she hurt me, and see if that snaps her out of it.
As she hurt who?
Wow.
That I hurt Sorbeck.
Like,
Because he's my
I
ward.
thought you were going to say Jade because she just
towards
flew
her.
through the air, but okay, we'll go with you.
Well, she's off on the platform. And
Same penalty?
I'm thinking the connection might be a little bit stronger between Sormek.
That's true. You know what? That's a good point. I will not give you a penalty to this because you're talking about harm and she's freaking out right now. And because of all of the history you have, no penalty. Just a straight roll. Remember, you on a 7 to 10, you get 1 mark off. And then on a 10 plus, you get 2 marked off.
All right.
I'm going to have an option for you after you roll.
Seven.
7 is 1. Xenia, through the haze of what is going on and the fire that is starting to grow in your eyes, you can see your brother acting like he's injured and talking to you as the voice of the Avatar starts to take shape in your mouth. It doesn't seem natural. It feels foreign, like there is more than one person speaking through you. Shay, you see fire licking from her eyes and a little bit of electricity sparking behind it. What would you like to do?
Oh, man. Well, you also said that my mom flew over here too, correct?
Yeah, she's in the stands somewhere for sure. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Your mother and your dad are on the pitch with you. That is correct. Holding you in the air is the bomb goes. I mean, as the avatar goes off.
Yeah, I see that happen. Jade gets flung off, and the first thing that I see when I see this start to happen, I know I don't know how Xenia is going to react to this happening, but I also know that my mother and my father are standing here as well too,
and they don't know about her,
and they do not know. So Shay immediately, when he looks over, he gets like really scared, and you see like lightning crackle in his eyes, and I want to with speed. I jump down and I want to hold up my hands to try to create a wall of fire around her by using my moment of balance to try to block her inward.
Would you like to explain what a moment of balance does for the audience? Because we've never used it. You have to buy it with experience, and it only works once.
Yeah, so moment of balance is and I think it's different for everybody as well too. Moment of balance is essentially, you
end the scene. Is basically how this goes.
You come to center and you basically choose what you want to do, and I think this works out great, especially with my playbook, the hammer, because my moment of balance is I can knock down every wall in the world, but balance isn't found in conquest and destruction. You know, some walls need to stand to keep people safe. I put myself directly in the path of an inescapable threat to completely protect someone or something from harm. And as I do that, I want to jump down and yes. So and then the lightning goes in my eyes. I rush forward and just put my hands out to create a wall of flame around her to try to hold it. As you also see lightning strikes coursing through this flame as well too, to try to hold her in place. So one, it's protecting her on the inside and protecting everybody else on the outside as well too.
Xenia, it gets hot.
I will gladly fatigue myself out for this as well too.
Well, hold on. No. Moment of balance ends the scene. I can't do anything. That's it.
True.
You tell the G. You go like this to the GM, and the GM goes, "I like it." So as that happens, I would like to add something since you used the moment of balance. I think in the rules for Magpie, because the moment of balance is so powerful and it ends the scene, there's something missing. I would like to give you a new technique.
Me?
I would like to give you this firewall of yours as it shifts, as the electricity and the fire's in it, it shifts to that bright blue that you see at the base of a flame.
Oh my
Xenia, it is so hot. So hot that the stone around you is starting to superheat and crack like clay. The wind is getting hot enough that it feels like you're in an arid desert. I'm going to let you decide if you just break out of avatar form or you do the classic where you pass out. What would Xenia do when her avatar form quits?
I think that in this case, she probably breaks out of it but collapses like to her knees. Like she's still conscious, but it has taken just like a lot of emotional energy more than anything out of her, because this is the first time she's sustained it for any period of time longer than like 10 seconds.
As you're on your knees looking up and the camera from the side is looking at basically Shay blocking you from the family and from your brother from being injured, as the fire is kind of going, you can see silhouettes. You feel a huge thunderous boom on the pitch as Tum Tum lands next to you as a super fan, thinking everything has gone to hell, dragging not only your mothers, Tak, and Bolin onto the pitch. With that said,
yeah, this feels like Bolin probably knows now.
I'm only giving him 2 more. He
Okay.
is 1 away from knowing. I am going to just delete this clock because moment of balance. As they land, Tum Tum lands into the fire and starts blowing water on it as steam's going, trying to get the fire to go away, thinking you're in danger as a super fan. As the fire drops, either through Tum Tum believes his sheer willpower, because he is a bender. Your father jumps down, and you see, while he has been grazed, he is not injured. Not severely. He dodged what happened. And you panicked and freaked out, because if you would have made the assessment, there's a chance you would have realized he didn't actually get injured. But you didn't.
I made an 11!
Yeah. Sorry.
Follow the
It's not
5Ds.
Yeah. If you can dodge a cabbage, you can dodge a lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
There was a penalty in the background. Unfortunately, you were 1 off from making him knowing that he was injured. I apologize. It is on the corner of the screen. So as they land, he gets down. He has got a little blood. He's wiped that off and put mud over it like the tribe does to cover the wound. And he leans in close. He's like, Xenia, I am fine. You need to get yourself under control. And as you look around, the entire stadium is watching. Bolin looks to Shay and goes, hey, buddy, can you make this look like a firework display or something? Because we are in it deep.
Smile and wave.
Yeah.
And all the
yeah,
discs
I'll
are
just
like floating still. They haven't fallen yet. Because it's the one element that Xenia's very good with.
Oh God, do I want to drop them or do I want to fire them all at Huss? Oh.
That's a good question. The smoking gun that he drops to the ground, I'd like to test your moment of balance, please. I want to push you 4.
Wow.
Like off the scale?
Absolutely.
What happens if I fall off the scale again?
We'll find out.
Me?
No.
Right.
Would you like to resist or would you like to accept and throw all the discs at him? You can not resist it. You can just take it. You can 100% say, I take the moment of balance, I shift those 4, and I throw all the discs. That is up to you story-wise. I can't tell you otherwise to do anything.
No, I'll resist it. I don't want to fall off the edge. She is better than this, and even though in this moment she knows and no one else knows that he ruined her entire life, she is better than this.
He was just
She
a
is better
kid.
than him.
He was just a kid.
That lit a bog on fire and then blamed it
On
all
accident.
on me.
You don't know the story. You barely remember anything.
That was no accident. I choose to believe that was not an accident. Do I add or subtract anything to this?
Do you have any? You're balanced right now, right?
Yeah.
No bonuses, just a roll.
Okay, I got a 10.
10. So you calm yourself. You resist it with a 10. That means that you have a choice. You can clear a condition. I'm gonna assume you clear the avatar state out 100%. It's gone.
Yeah.
All right. And then you get to choose a second thing. What would you like to do?
What are my options?
You can clear a condition, mark a growth by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You can mark a growth. Shift your balance toward the opposite principle, which he was going to put in self-reliance. Learn what principle they have, if one. And you don't know Huss's principle, so this is up to you.
Yeah. So you were trying to push me towards self-reliance so I can push myself 1 towards trust?
If you want to, yeah, 100%.
I'll take that.
All right. Shay, Sormek, Jade in the water, as things are going nuts, as Tum Tum lands, and Bolin leans in and goes, we need to make this look like a show. People are going to ask questions. And I don't know what her deal is. Like nodding to Xenia. What do the 2 people on the pitch want to do? And what is Jade in the water doing as like the elevators are coming down to get you out of the water?
Are those discs still floating, or are they starting to fall?
Up to Xenia.
I think they're still floating, and she I would have heard what Bolin said about we need to make this look like a show, right?
Yeah, he's pretty loud about it.
Okay.
Enough for the team to hear, but not enough for the family to hear.
Okay, I'm gonna make them, like, make the discs, like, spin around, like, the edge of the arena. Or something like that.
Okay.
Like, just make it look nice and
Are you
floaty
making a
and
show?
pretty. I'm trying to make part of a show. I kind of think that I probably can't do that alone. But I'm good at earthbending. And it means that they're still up in the air, so if at a moment's notice Hush tries to leave, I can fling one at his head.
Look, this seems the most fair. I think we're going to do a clock for cover-up.
Roll for cover up.
Yep, roll for cover-up, everybody. Roll for cover-up. I feel like there should be a makeup company sponsoring this right now. I'm just saying.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
For the-
you just came
for the
out with an
cover-up-
Avatar collection.
There is. So Xenia, feel free to do skills and training, no penalty on your roll. While you're rolling that, I'm going to go around. Shay, what would you like to do as Bolin leans in?
Well, with the flame and everything too, as she's like starting to make them spin, I'll like aim at a couple of them to just like have like explosions with it as well too, and then shoot like other fireballs up in the air and just like scream of happiness and stuff. Yeah. So just trying to make a show. We're making a show out of it.
Okay. Skills and training.
Yeah.
What are you
skills
using to
and
do it?
training.
Or help?
Yeah. I'll help. I'll help.
Okay.
Mark 1 fatigue.
You get a +1 to your roll, Xenia, as you launch it in the air as he's shooting electricity and fire up and making it look like a fireworks show.
I
Sormak.
got an 11.
All right, Sormak, what are you doing?
So I see all this going on. I am going to attempt to use skills and training to take my water and intersperse it with the lightning so that we get kind of a steam skywriting situation going on. So I'm gonna try and spell out elk frogs.
Oh my lord! All right. I will. You know what? I think when they see this happening, I think her mothers, knowing what's actually going on, are going to assist you, and you get a +2.
Oh yeah.
I have like terms on what NPCs will and won't help and what you're doing, and right now you're helping keep their daughter safe, so they are in.
I get a +2.
Right,
Correct.
moms.
He's like, that's a 4.
So that's I rolled an 8, so that's 10.
Okay, so that is 2 more that get added on. With that said, Jade, as you're getting brought up on the elevators, Tum Tum looks at you and goes, and he like stands up and like blows his stomach up. So he's got a stretchy jersey on. So you just see this big elk frog logo. What are you doing as you're coming up the elevator? As you can tell, like, man, it looks like they're trying to put on a show right now.
Me being my character, I'd be like, I see. We're all showing off now, huh?
Oh, no.
We're all showing off. I'll show off. I'll show off. So I'll like start swinging my mace here.
I forgot you got the cabbage mace next to you. Did you just knock your light out?
I have 2 of them now.
You have the purple one too.
Yes!
Does the top of that purple
mason.
one have green? Did I just see green on the top of the purple cabbage maze?
Yep.
Move it over. I can't see it. Put it in front of your face.
Move it over.
Yes!
Right in the middle.
Oh, I want a
haven't
purple
finished
cabbage
painting it
maze. For those who don't know, she
Mama's
built
like-
those.
Yes.
Yeah, I built these. I built it in Twitch this week, the purple one. So if you want to watch the replay, you can check it on my Twitch channel. Anyway,
yes,
I digress. So everyone was like showing off. So me being Jade, I'll show off. I'll show you. I'll give you a show. So
Are
I didn't
you-
even make it.
Gonna spend your power and just get a 12+ and take a fatigue?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a fatigue for this one for sure. But
Because
I
can't
wanted to
you
use
do your
Cabbage.
power a second time if you take a fatigue?
Yep. Yep. So I'll do that. And
Well, that's good.
I'm either with the elevator thing that comes pick me up from the water. I just swoop both maces and like Thor style, just let it like take me back up to the pitch.
So it takes you up to the pitch as you kind of hop across, doing your mace twirl and making everyone think like there's an actual show going on. Your parents lean in, Shay, and go, Shay, we don't know what's going on, but we will follow suit to help. You got to explain this later. And where your mom goes, did you learn that? As they start shooting, she shoots electricity in the air as well, like shooting some of the discs down. And your dad pulls out fireworks and starts lighting them off in the arena, doing everything they can to create a show. As the show goes down and you fill the clock, the lights in the stadium flicker and fireworks outside of the arena go off. As you've won your amateur match, putting you into pro bending. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh!
As this happens,
I can't believe this.
I'm going to take us to the market square at night. At night, as we all show up the market square, everyone is out, hanging out, as the night closes in. As all of you are kind of talking, getting candy, getting food, your family all hanging out with you. I'm not going to put people on the map for this. I just want the ambiance of the situation. I need to know, what are you all doing? Because Bolin 100% is coming to Xenia, and I am questioning. That is, I know, my action. Zoc is out recanting the entire tale of the match and talking and doing the entire thing in his announcer voice. In total excitement. And then that's when you saw, and he's going through the whole breakdown of what happened. But I'd like to know what everybody else is doing for the after party for you all winning. And I will tell you, the Cabbage Crushers are present.
Oh.
I would definitely be just bringing yummy goodies outside for people and just giving candy away and like giving candy to kids and stuff as well. And I'm helping mom and dad. I mean, they sponsored us. They were the reason why we were actually able to have this opportunity to begin with. And I want to be there and just help them show my appreciation for it as well, and just being the good son.
I'm going to put. Hold on here. We're gonna. I know I normally don't like doing this, but here I'm gonna show some background. I'm showing background stuff here. Shh. I'm gonna grab a clock.
I'm gonna hide it.
Yeah, you can cheat me. Thank you.
No.
I have these gorgeous nighttime clocks that I don't get to use. I'm gonna bring a nighttime clock over back to us, everybody. And I'm going to put a nighttime clock. This is going to be how much Republic City likes the Elk Frog tribe.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is
pretty clock. Right?
So
it's an 8-part clock. And you're bringing out candy from the family. I'll give you a +2 to your roll. What skill would you like to be using during this? And are you engaging in conversation with anybody?
Oh yeah, anybody that has questions, wants to talk, autographs, I'd be more than happy to do that. I feel like this would be like a, I don't know, comfort. I guess comforting people, and it's not really comforting and support.
Who would you be talking to? Put your hand in front of it, Monica, like this. It might fix it. Go like this, and just hold it there for a second. Slowly pull it back. To your pull it back to your face. And it's still blurry. I blame elk frog spit. So, who are you? Is there a particular NPC you would like to be engaging with?
I
Are you like next to Vok as this is going on?
I would say I'm next to Vok because also him.
So as you're handing out
like,
candy, he's grabbing candy from you, and he's like, and then he throws a candy into the audience. The second disc from Xenia bounces off the rope, hits the next one, knocks him out. I have never seen a 3-disc knockout from one person since Bolin. Our man over there, our trainer, as he is announcing it. Give me your roll. I'll give you a +2. Now you look, it's fine now, Monica. Give me a roll. Are you using push your luck? Are you using help to set everybody else up, which only gives a +1 to the group, to somebody? Are you pleading with them to see who cares about the group? Are you relying on your skills in training and using firebending? How are you enticing the crowd with your elk frog jersey on right now?
Yeah, actually, I'll also, like, while we're tossing out candy, I'll be like mini fireworks, kind of like before as well too. So I'll do some skills and training, trying to bring other people over to the store as well too. So it's kind of like making the store kind of like a beacon for everybody else that's looking for it as well.
Okay. Perfect.
Ooh, ayo, that's an 11.
All right, that's 2.
Wow.
Boop, boop. Sormek, you've had a hell of a journey over the last 5 episodes. Disliking your sister for an entire episode, getting into arguments, leaving them high and dry for a little bit as you figured out who you were, convinced an entire tribe that maybe technology's not that bad. What are you doing in the market square as everyone is partying after the win for the Elk Frog pro-bending team? And is there an NPC that you'd be talking to?
I actually am sort of hanging out on the edge and assessing the situation because everybody else seems to have forgotten that somebody just tried to assassinate our dad, and now we're in a crowded area. So yeah, I want to.
Someone has played a lot of games with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm not metagaming here. This is just legit what is in my head. Like,
just tum-tumming you.
Just tum-tumming you. Holy shit, that's a 15.
Wow. What are you doing right now? And what skill did you just use?
That was creativity on assess the situation.
I'm going to give you 3 for that. Assessing the situation, while it is crowded and everything is going on, you do see the Republic City group in a metal wagon taking Huss away. Probably taking him to lockup. The other thing that you notice right now, though, is that, yes, the Cabbage Crushers are here. Yes, the person who is injured is also here on crutches. And so is the rival to Shay. Shay hasn't noticed him. And Kaz is standing next to his parents' shop. And he is very...
Ooh.
He looks suspicious. That's what I will say.
Oh.
Okay.
What would you like to do with that info?
It's the whole team, right? That's over there, not just
everybody's like spread throughout the entire area. No one's next to each other unless they say they are. Right now, no one has said that.
Okay, but not the 4, like the gentle giant earth.
Nobody is by him. They want nothing to do with him. They are all drinking and chatting and eating candies. And the one on crutches is right next to Fofo, talking to him. No, they have nothing to do with it. And they seem relieved right now. If I were to say anything, they seem relieved.
Okay.
Interesting.
I am concerned that I'm not going to be able to get anybody's attention right now.
I said you can have one NPC next to you. Who would you like it to be?
Okay. I'm gonna use a power. I'm gonna use Black Koala Sheep.
Yes.
What is that?
That is when you behave in a way that shocks and unsettles people from one of your backgrounds. So I've got two backgrounds. One is city, one is the country. I can roll with creativity to intimidate them or push your luck. Creativity being my primary stat, if you will.
Okay.
So I'm going to act in a way that would shock these here city folk. By nudging
I don't think that's
my
gonna be that
hard. I'm gonna nudge my dad, and I'd like to think that there's a cranberry bog game or tradition that involves shooting water at high speeds.
Make one up. What is it?
Yep. So it's a game that develops during the harvest time when we're moving the water from one bog to another bog. Every once in a while, it's sort of a try to knock somebody off, like you're moving the water, and then you know how when you're in the pool and you do like the little squirt thing.
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
That, except people
Daily.
that can shoot water at high velocity. So, trying to unbalance somebody as they're moving things from around the bog. So
it's probably good training as well for moving bogs, and also, if you were an actual bender, for being a pro bender, probably a good thing to learn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna nudge my dad and start doing that, and it's not something that you would do in the city because you're slinging water at high velocity back and forth. And I'm gonna attempt to intimidate old what's his name there with my sick water bending powers.
Okay. He stops what he's doing, looks to you.
9.
And who are you hitting with the water? Because you go back and forth. Who are you doing it with, right? You have to be doing it with another waterbender, right?
My dad.
Your dad.
I nudged
him. So Talk's doing it back and forth with you. And you're kind of like got the flow going back and forth and sending it. And you're doing this to... are you intimidating him with it?
Yeah.
Is that the...
Yeah. So
he stops and sees what you're doing. And you see in his hand, he's got a small, round, almost like paper mache sphere. About like this big. And he kind of takes it and puts it back into a satchel bag. What do you want to do?
Just for a bit of flair, I'm going to whip a piece of candy out of the air as it goes by. And have it shower.
Whip a piece of candy out?
Yep, like Shay was throwing candy around. Just for flair, I'm going to whip it and have like candy bits sprinkle over on top of him.
Like you've hit a piñata?
Yeah.
So as you hit this piñata of yours, the camera slides through the crowd over to Jade. Jade, what are you doing during all this?
I am on top of Tum Tum, and we are entertaining all the kids in the neighborhood. And we're
There's
giving
a lot of
them
kids
like
here right now.
rides and stuff like that, and then they're just like sliding down Tum Tum, and then we're doing all these tricks and whatnot. So I'm gonna call a yip yip.
So you get a fatigue back for the yip yip, right? Mm-hmm. I will say if you're doing a yip yip and you're using him, I would say you could either push your luck, like basically luck check, using passion to inspire them and have the kids interested in what you're doing. That probably makes the most sense. Give me a roll using that. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! I finally rolled a good one. I rolled a 12.
Are you serious?
Finally, nice.
Finally, Jade is in her
All
element,
night.
entertaining children. I just want to point out what your element is: entertaining
Right,
children.
she's on brand.
As you're entertaining these kids, you see the Cabbage Corp janitor make his way over, and he's dancing with the kids and hanging out, and he's tossing fireworks in the air, and they're exploding. Behind him, though, you see your cousin.
Ren.
And he kind of, gives you the wave and makes his way over to start discussing with you. But unfortunately, I won't do anything with them unless we do a season 2. With that, the camera slides over. And he's got paperwork with him. The paperwork. And the paperwork has Jade's name on it. And then it slides over to Xenia. Xenia, you're standing there. What are you doing? We're one slice away from making everybody in the city love the Elk Frog as the new premier pro-bending group. And, of course, if this goes well and we do our Harvest Festival at the beginning of our next season, if we do one, that means that more people will show up for the festival. If you fail this, that's not going to happen. So
No
who's
pressure.
the NPC with you right now? I said Bolin is there, but who else is there?
I had an idea for a
Can't use
conversation.
talk.
I don't think I want to have it in front of my mom, who I was gonna, or I don't think I want to have it in front of Bolin, the conversation I had in my head with my mother. I'll let Vok be there. Why not?
Okay, well, Vok right now is helping Shay.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Vok is helping Shay.
Tak is with Sormek.
Yeah.
I went with you last to limit your choices to make it more difficult.
I figured. You know what? Fine. I'll have my mom there. Why not?
Which one?
Naya.
Naya's the one who originally blocked the 3 other elements. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Naya's standing with you quiet, enjoying the fireworks display. She's got a huge smile on her face. She has her hand on your back, kind of rubbing the top of your back. And you know that, like, she understands what's going on. She knows who you are. And then you feel another hand rubbing your shoulder. And you look over and Bolin's like, that was a great show. I gotta say, hands down, one of the best opening amateur benders I've seen is your group. 3 discs. I've only done that twice in my pro bending history. And let me tell you, I was a great pro bender.
I am very aware. Trust me. Shay probably recited your record to me more times than he said his own name in his life.
I knew he had good taste. So, Xenia, and he like leans over and looks at your mom and goes, you kind of lost it at the end of that match there, and I explained it to the press as pure excitement. But I've been with people who can do things other than what they do, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I get it.
And without pushing my luck too much, well, hello. Without pushing my luck too much, and really putting you on the spot in public, but would you like to say that maybe you are an AVAT? And he starts spelling out Avatar in public, in only the way that Bolin could.
Yeah, I think everybody can spell that word. I think it's only a secret to, like, maybe very small children if you say it like that.
Your mom leans in and goes, would you like me to block him? And she smiles, like, jokingly.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's a
Is
mom
she?
smile.
It's that mom smile, like, I'll protect you even if it means murder on someone. Like, yeah, there's that, I'll bury a body for you smile.
No, mom. It's fine. He would kind of have to know eventually if we're gonna keep doing this whole thing, you know.
Well, okay, I'll leave you to talk. And she wanders over to find your other mother.
Okay.
Bolin turns and looks at you and like slides in the camera, like that classic Bolin where he goes from here and just goes. So, where's Cora?
I honestly don't know. I saw her, but not her. If you get what I mean.
I haven't seen her in 2 years, so no, I don't know what you mean.
Can I like drag him somewhere that's like not immediately around people? Just like to a corner or something.
You know what? I would like to use a GM maneuver.
Right.
Sure.
Ooh.
I would love to say a carriage for two drives by. In public, where everyone will see you and Bolin get in.
Get in. A carriage to go. Okay. I see where this is going.
Now, I will say, there is one slice left here. And it's not going to fill if you leave to go talk to Bolin.
Oh.
That's fair. It won't.
So what would you like to do?
That.
No, you don't have to. If you do, Bolin's probably not going to learn what you're doing unless you do it in public. I could give you an option if you would like to show Avatar that you can do more than one bending here in public. I won't even make you roll. I'll give you the slice. Here, let me get you better music for this here.
Oh, thanks so much. You know, the music was really what was bothering me about this situation.
Yeah, no, that's right, Diana.
much.
He's offering a devil's bargain.
You're so
Hi,
thoughtful,
Diana.
Frank
I'll see you
House.
Monday. Don't worry. Wednesday went smashingly.
Good.
Smashingly.
Don't put creepy masks on the screen, Diana. This is a teenage show here. Can't have skin masks.
I will.
You getting in the carriage?
No, I'm not getting in the carriage. I'm gonna do it. I get
What?
to come out as the Avatar on my own terms. And it's not going to be big, but it'll be something small that a few people around might see, but I'm not going to like cause a big fuss over it. But like, I want to do something that will make everybody
have to
come the
airbend.
bog. Of course I would.
You're an earthbender. You'd have to airbend right now. I will tell you that clock is one part away from you being able to airbend when you want to.
So if I airbend now, I have done airbending enough to where I can do it without having to be
You'll
on
be
a certain
considered
side of my
learned.
balance.
Yeah, you won't have to. Yeah, it won't be a 10 up anymore. It'll be on a 7 up. But you need
Okay,
a 10
yeah.
up right now.
That's fine.
All right. So Bolin gets back. He steps back and he goes, "Hey, I helped train Cora a little bit. I mean, not really. I mean, she knew a lot, but we taught each other. What are you trying to do right now?"
Is that him asking me that or you?
Yeah, Bolin's asking that in public.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
he sees you backing up, like he knows the look of like that person like getting themselves ready to do something they normally don't do well because he's watched Cora do it so many times.
I'm trying to do what is best for everyone else, even though this really might bite me later. And I'm gonna try to, I'm assuming place is like decorated a little bit because of like the tournament and stuff. Like there'd be like streamers or some equivalent.
My God,
somewhere.
There's banners, streamers, skywriting, fireworks. Since you're willing to kind of let Bolin on the secret, I will give you a choice. He can either assist you, help you, and give you a +1 to your roll, or he can shift your balance. Which one would you like?
do I add anything to this, like skills and
Depends
training
on,
wise?
you would get a +1 if he helps you, depending on if you shift your balance, because you don't know what his shift your balance will be. So
yeah, I'll just take
if
the
you want to
+1.
accept it. All right. I was going to give you a +3 for shifting your balance, but a +1 is fine.
Oh, daggone it. It's fine. It's all
Devil's
fine.
bargains. Frank House Devil bargains.
Okay, so I get a +1, which puts me at a 12. So I'll take it. It's fine.
What does it look like as I fill this clock the rest of the way, and I fill your airbending clock up? What does it look like? That's a 10
Okay.
up. What is it?
Yep. So she stands back and gets herself ready as he's going like, "What are you doing? What are you? Just give me a minute." And she is going to sort of push air and try to make
He's going
sort of. Thank you so much for being so helpful, Bowen. I definitely could use the extra air. There's not enough.
behind him is
around
Tum
me.
Tum going.
You too, buddy. You're being such a champ. She's gonna swirl all of the air around sort of the larger part of the marketplace she's standing in, so all of the banners and the streamers and stuff all catch in the wind and swirl around and just make very pretty.
The immediate group turns and watches as you are bending air, and you see the commotion start, which normally sounds like people murmuring about you, like that stuff you don't want to hear. And it turns from that into an uproar, and people start to cheer because you filled the clock. If you wouldn't have filled the clock, this would have went bad. And they start cheering Avatar over and over in the town square. And it starts to spread as the camera kind of pans up for it from where you are. And you see Naka flying up in the air off of the airburst that you've done. We transition to the season of harvest. We are back at the Elk Frog tribe months later. You have told people that you're the Avatar. Republic City now knows. Your group who already knew is here, I'm assuming, in support. And the festivities are booming. You have roughly 5 times the amount of people who usually come to the Elk Frog tribe. Why is there so many? Is it because you're pro benders? Maybe. Is it because the cranberries are good? Definitely. Is it because the Avatar showed themselves again and people have a shit ton of questions? Absolutely. Is it because Tum Tum is here? Most definitely. Because people have to learn to count to 3. So, as the harvest is happening, I'm not going to make anyone make a roll for the harvest. Tak is super excited about what happened. There's a meeting that night in the hall that we've all been there for, where everyone sits down. And there's a full group of people in the long hall. And your father pulls you and Sormek and Jade and Shay into the old meeting area where the table was shattered. And there's that moment like of dropping, like this room is just not a good room for you. Like, I don't think anything about Xenia enjoys this room. And as you walk in, you realize that this place has been rebuilt. There are 3 floors to it. Out back along the side of the longhouse, there's a training area for target practice for pro bending. They have built a facility for Sormek to work on technology to help the bog. And each one of you has been given a room inside of what was once that horrible council area that you were booted from. Tak turns to the group and says, I've been wrong about a lot of stuff in my years. I've made poor mistakes. And I have made decisions that have harmed and hurt family members. And I think we've all done that. And I hope this is a physical apology to go along with my actual apology for kicking you all out and not believing in what you did, think at the end of the day, I was the child, not you all, and I needed to grow up. I have two surprises for you. Besides this one, you've got one of the three, I should say. You're all welcome to stay here. Shay's family has also come to the festival, and they have given you places to stay and train within Republic City. And we are going to handle your training during the times that we need you for harvest here. Bolin has said that he will help even if we say no, so I guess we're giving him a place to stay as well. I hope you all accept your rooms that are here. I hope you all like what we've provided, and I hope that things between us, and he points to, like, obviously Sormek and Xenia to begin with, but to the group, that there's trust here, that there's no animosity or problems between us. We have a lot to explain, Xenia, and your mother has a lot to explain as well.
Explain it to the Raiders. Woo! Hello, Raiders.
Hey, Raiders.
Hello.
I think your mother should explain why she did what she did when you left. It was out of love for you. And your mom comes up and goes, "It's okay, Tak. You can go to the festivities. I can handle the rest." He kind of gives everybody a hug who takes one. My question to the group is, does anyone not take a hug from Tak?
I'll take it.
I'll take
Hell
it.
no. We're like
Of
this
course,
now.
I'm gonna take a hug from my dad. Now that I
When
like
he leans
him.
in, gives everyone a hug. To Xenia, he says, "I love you, and I apologize. I am sorry." To Sormek, he leans in and says, "Son, you were right." Leans into Shay and says, "Whatever you do, make sure that these group actually learn how to bend in the arena. Please don't let that happen again." And when he leans into Jade and goes, "Jade, I know you're a fan. You don't have to lie about it."
I don't know what
when
you
he-
mean.
And when he leans back with a big smile on his face, he's holding the pro bending jerseys that you have, all that kind of stuff. He has a little package. And he's like, "This is from us." And he sets it in the middle of the table next to your mother as he walks out. Your mom looks around and goes, "Hey, well, the secret's out." And we've all talked. And Xenia, if you would like, I would like to assist you in learning the rest, but this isn't my decision. It's between you and the previous avatar.
Like Cora, she's not
Yeah.
exactly reachable to my understanding of it all, or at least I don't get to just call her up. It's more like she shows up when she would like to.
Something like that. And she opens a door to your room on the first floor, and Cora is sitting on a chair in the room.
What?
Like
What?
Spirit of Cora, or like real life
Hair-
actual.
Real life. Hair is cut super short. She's got a couple bracelets on and her normal bracers. She's a little scarred up. Like, she's got some wounds from being in the spirit world. She has a wedding ring on. And she says, "Hey, so I heard you're the Avatar."
Yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me for a sec. I saw, like, Spirit you, like, right before I passed out and went into a coma for several days. I just, what's happening?
I gave up the mantle of that. I work for the spirit realm now. I don't live here anymore. And if I don't live here, I can't be an avatar anymore. I mean, I'm married and I'm happy, and the spirit world needs me just as much as this place did. And I knew that my avatar abilities would pass on to whoever's next. I didn't know how long it would be. I actually expected a kid. I didn't expect someone near my age. And she's only maybe 4 years older than you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Congratulations, I guess, on the whole wedding thing.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. I never knew spirits could throw a wedding, but it was very cool. Your mother said that you have a little locked up issue, and if you would like, I can take that away since your mother can't.
Yeah.
Now I know this is a big thing. The festival's going on, and I will be honest to you. And she looks to the rest of the group, and I'm assuming they're kind of like family for you. If you don't want this responsibility, I just won't release the binding that your mother has put on you. And it will eventually pass on to somebody else. I would never wish to force it upon somebody. I just knew that the spirit world needed me more than this one did. At least now.
Do it.
Are you sure? You can take the festival to think about it.
No, I'm sure. If the spirit world needs you that badly, this world needs somebody, and who knows how long it takes to pass to the next person, or how long it takes them to learn.
Because man, I didn't want it to be a Fire Nation person. And she walks up and grabs a hold of you and smacks your forehead with her thumb and releases it. As that happens, you see all the avatars again like you did before. You don't black out this time. You are now from learned to trained in airbending. Pick one airbending maneuver you would like. She says, I think you should go to the airbending temple and train when this is all said and done. You have a lot to learn. And for the rest of you, my significant other would like to provide you with some solutions to the Cabbage Corp issues. It'll take work. It won't be easy, she said. But she's willing to help fund and rebuild Cabbage Corp if you would be interested, Jade. We already got your cousin out, and most of the people have been released from prison. I do need to know, though, Vok, he has done some pretty bad stuff. And the paperwork's going to go through, and I am not one to not give someone a second chance. But, and she puts paper on the table and says that choice is up to you all if Vok should be in prison for his actions. I'm going to enjoy the festivities. You have a lot to talk about. I'll be around. This is the first time I've been back here, and there's going to be a lot of questions. So if you need me, I'll be here for a week, and I'll answer whatever I can. But other people need to train you, because I fear if I'm here too long, it will revert back to me. Okay?
No, yeah, no, that makes sense. And I mean, obviously, I live in a bog, so someone can teach me water here. Probably Dad.
Yeah. So I'm gonna enjoy the festivities. And she looks.
Also,
she keeps seeing Sormak raise his hand, and she kind of nods, and she looks and she goes, "Cute Rakubat," and walks out the door.
Oh, thanks.
With that said, all of you are in the room with just your mother. Your mom says, "I'll give you a few minutes to look over stuff, and we'll meet you out for the festival." As a group, for our closing scene for the season, is there anything that the group would like to do? There are only two things I need answers to before I give us a closing scene on my end. One, what do you want to do with Vok? Are you finding a new coach? Because I'm going to say he had all of Cabbage Corp imprisoned. All of them. Uh-oh. Oh, Cabbage Corp imprisoned. He also stole money to pay for all of the stuff to get you guys into the amateur bending.
Yeah.
and
Not
he
more
tried
anything.
to buy the land that the tribe is on. He did a lot of bad stuff. For the last couple of months you've been working with him, he has been fantastic. Like, maybe he's turned over a new leaf, maybe the pressure that's been put on him from the group, but I need to know, jail or not jail? This will be important if we do a season 2. The second question I have for the group, I want to know, are you going to continue the pro bending circuit to raise your fame? Or are you going to focus on Xenia training as an avatar? And I will give you all a scene to just talk amongst each other right now. Adam, actually, is there a scene that I'm not in where the 4 of you can just talk? Do you have that set up?
I do.
Do it up. I'm going to drink
can I-
my drink and talk to chat.
Hey, can I do a quick, just a tiny little flashback really quick?
Oh, of course you can.
So Cora actually walks in, and like when Xenia's mom goes to leave, Shay actually sets down a stack of all of Bolin's movies that are signed by him because he promised if we won, he would sign all of them.
did.
He sure did.
Okay.
So, it would just be like the night of the party and everything is like Bolin's around and everything, and as just like a little kid in a candy store just walks up to Bolin like, you said you would do it. big old grin on his face.
And he goes, man, I did a lot of movies. Or moving pictures. I did a lot of moving pictures. And Numtuck never goes back on a deal. And he pulls out a bunch of pens and starts going through the 72 moving films that he's done. Adam, you better come up with a bunch of Namtuck names for movies.
Oh, you got it.
my gosh.
I will.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So, scene between you all on how you want to handle these things. If you have questions, I'm assuming if I'm not in the scene, they can still hear me.
Yeah, we can still hear
you. Guys can? Perfect.
Yeah,
if you have questions, ask.
can.
I will be the omniscient voice in the background. Hey, chat, let's talk.
Ooh. I think no jail, but like a punishment of sorts, like, you know, he needs to earn everyone's trust back and do like the hardest chores in the bog or something like that, like cleaning the elk frog stables and something.
Guys, I don't know. I mean, he's been pretty good to us lately, but he did a lot of shitty things. He stole thousands of credit. He put hundreds of people in jail.
He tried to buy
I
this
like
land, which
Boxer.
caused me to stab his car.
Right, yes.
You
Let's
know.
not forget about that. But I like him, but I really don't... I don't know that... Shouldn't he? I don't know. I feel like he should be punished pretty severely.
I mean, his history has shown us before that, you know, there have been people that have made wrong, bad decisions. I mean, obviously the decisions that he has made have been wrong, and he does seem like he is trying, for sure. But at least answering for that in a sense, I'm kind of with you, Sormac. I think it's hard. I know it seems like he's trying to turn over that new leaf, and that he's definitely tried, but you know,
That doesn't erase, you know, the bad.
I mean, how long were those people in jail? If we were to ask them, what would they think? They were wrongly
He'd be in
imprisoned.
jail for life.
For life, wow.
How long ago did he throw them in jail, though? Because obviously they're out now, according to...
2 years they were in jail.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
I mean, as much good as he's done, I mean, maybe he does need to spend some time there and prove to himself that maybe, I don't know, that maybe he can do things from inside there that are helping the community, helping Republic City in a way, still helping the
Yeah.
bog. You know,
Could do announcing from in prison.
I mean, he could.
I mean, and nothing says. I mean, I thought he was a fantastic coach. I mean, he really inspired us. I mean, granted, yeah, he did kind of go about that the wrong way of getting us everything that we needed.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's nothing that says we can't ask him for help. I mean, as well, and still his opinions on everything, and maybe if he does his time as well,
Maybe he'll learn his
get out on-
lesson.
get out on good behavior.
Yeah.
He can. Yeah, they can have him out doing other things around the city, proving that he has turned over.
Who's going to be your coach then?
You can't be our coach or our goalie.
Yeah, you have to.
that's
They
right.
can't hear me.
Oh no, everybody can hear you.
Everyone can hear me. Excellent. Are you going to be their coach? Because if so, that means we need an NPC goalie.
I don't have to be a coach. I was just
we
messing
put an
around.
ad out.
That would have been funny though. Yeah.
Good, an interim coach.
I mean, you could use your ability to be the coach and then just be Jade as the goalie.
Our coach just mysteriously disappears out of the stand right before the match starts.
Always disappearing.
That'll never.
How come
go
we
wrong.
never
2
see
for
Pip
1.
and Jade in the same place? Oh, who knows?
Oh, my
Bad
Lord.
timing, I guess.
So jail, is that the goal? Vox going to jail? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
We're turning him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might not like us too much afterwards, but
All right.
that's pretty fucked up, man.
All right. Vox in jail. What about the second question?
And that does lead us to, I mean, Denya. I mean, we do have an awesome opportunity with obvious. I mean, we're all pro benders now, but
Well, yeah.
it's also you're also in training to be the Avatar.
Well, like, there's off season-y sort of times, and we could always bring in like trainers to us. I'm sure there are some people that are willing to travel, and we could travel too sometimes, and like we can practice pro bending techniques and stuff on the road. You don't necessarily need to be on a pitch to do it. I don't want to give up something that we're really good at and is really cool just because I have some elements to learn.
Yeah. Look, I may not know much about pro bending, but I feel like I got the bug, and I'd like to do more of it. And maybe this time I'll listen a little better.
Yeah, and we're good. Like, we're really good. We just wiped out everyone on the pitch today in like one go. We could be really amazing at this, and there's nothing saying the Avatar can't play. I just need to pick an element, and we are going to stick with Earth, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Unless I have to be the goalie at some point, and then I guess I'll do air, but no, I'd rather not right now.
I mean, but that is a great opportunity for you to practice it, though, too.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
exactly.
could you imagine?
I could sometimes practice as being goalie.
She gets stuck having to talk as a coach, and you have to be the goal. I can't wait.
Well, we can figure it out, though. My point is we can do both. I can train to be the Avatar, and we can be pro benders at the same time. There's nothing saying we can't. And is it going to be a little harder? Sure. But, like, you two can help me with water and fire stuff when I don't have an immediate trainer with me. And we can go to the temples and do all of that jazz, and you know, we can figure it out. I know we can. Plus, like, your mom made these awesome jerseys. I'm not wearing it once and then getting rid of it, so.
Well, thank God. That was really kind of the answer I really wanted you to say. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, that was.
Could you imagine trying to take the jersey from Tum Tum?
I'd go so badly.
Oh no.
True.
You want to see what a pro bender looks like? Do that. So,
Yup.
Oh my god.
is there any other things between the PCs that hasn't been resolved that they would like to resolve in this room before going out to the festivities and me giving us our closing scene? Anything during these fast 6 episodes? My lord, so fast.
So
Is there
fast.
anything that was not resolved between PCs?
I don't know if it wants to be resolved right now, or maybe save it. But Zinnia had mentioned telling Sormek that she had a certain vision.
Oh yeah, that's fair. We didn't talk about that. Okay, so yeah.
We don't have
Or
to.
Monica, we'll just disappear off to the side. We'll let them have their moment.
We'll be right back.
Sorbek, there's something that I've needed to tell you. Not that it's bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I should probably preface with that first, after sort of the whole you not talking to me for a while thing. When you were away, and we went to that training place, the hallway that we like sort of kind of told you about with like the long mirrors and stuff. In each of the mirrors, you were supposed to see like a vision, and then you were supposed to like fight off the vision or give into it or blah blah blah. I don't know. I broke them all because I was frustrated.
That sounds on brand.
I helped.
Yeah. Yes, and Shay helped, and so did Jade, and it was wonderful team building. The point is that I don't know if some of those were real or not. Shay thinks they probably were to one degree or another. But the point is that I think you were supposed to be the Avatar. Like, if you hadn't brought me back, then you would have somehow been the Avatar instead of me. And I don't want you to not know that, but also I was really scared that you'd be mad.
You thought that I would be mad that I'm not the Avatar?
I don't know, maybe?
No. God, no. Thank you. I don't want that responsibility. No.
I don't know if I do either, but I think it's too late.
Way
I
too
think
late.
it is too. But you know what? I'm not the Avatar, but I am here for you. And I think if it had been the other way, we might not have that opportunity. So I got your back, kiddo.
Thank you.
And no, I do not want to be the Avatar.
God, I didn't think you would, because, like, it's not a great job so far. It's not been going well. I don't, I'm sure you've noticed that I'm not great at it.
Look,
I
it's only been a couple
tried.
weeks. We'll do it. And we're going to win
Months.
some trophies along the way.
Heck yeah, we are.
I got your back too, for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
I totally got your back. So does
And
Jade.
me.
Yeah, and me. Woo!
Bring me back in, Fuzzy Adam. So everybody, as the group continues their talk and they kind of put the hands in and decide what to do, outside the window, Vok is standing there petting Tum Tum. And he goes, well, Tum Tum, sometimes you got to pay for your crimes. Other times you don't. I'm going to run away now. And I want you to be okay with it because we're friends. I mean, I know that they're friends with me too, but I coached them and I did well. And I've turned over a new leaf. Tum Tum goes, yeah, exactly. I feel that my changing over a new leaf and helping coach them and stealing the money was for a good reason. It was to help them get what they needed and to help finance Shay's family's place so they could do more stuff. But whatever, that's fine. And I didn't steal it from a good person. I stole it from a bad person. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to miss you, buddy. Can I have some jam for the road? And he spits out 2 jars. He's like, thanks. Will you enjoy the festivities? I'm going to head that way, and I'm going to go find the bike that I gave to Sormek, and I'm going to take it. So, good luck. Tell them I love them, and that they're going to be the best pro benders ever, and I will be at every game they have. And he takes a little letter and holds it out for Tum Tum, and he takes it. In the distance, as you guys are all hands-inning, you hear boom. Sormek, that sound, man, sounds just like your bike.
God damn it.
Sormek drives off. Or not Sormek, sorry. Vok drives off into the sunset. Bolin knocks on the door. He's like, all right, I'm done signing all those newbies. Can we hang out and party now?
Did you do all your chores?
72 chores, thank you very much. And his fingers are like all bent weird from holding it and signing them. I put a personalized note on every one of them. And Cora signed the one that she was in. Good luck finding that one.
I know exactly which one that one was. Oh.
Do you, though? Because I will tell you, one of my girlfriends acted as Cora for one of those as a body double. Good luck finding it.
Oh.
So let's party.
She's at.
Round.
Yep. Let's
lava
go.
surfing. Which? As he says that, like Shay's like trying to go through. Like,
So he comes in and he hands in the cranberry juice drinks that are like carbonated. They're super tasty carbonated beverages. On the bottom of it says cranberry crash. Don't ask what that means, but they are delicious as they get passed out. As we all settle into actually enjoying ourselves for the first time in seasons in this game, Talk comes up behind the group smiling, and he's, I have one more surprise for you all. So I know you're going to have to travel a lot, and I know it's going to be great distances, and while Tum Tum is more than capable of taking you guys everywhere, I had Vok build you guys something, or at least I guess his team built it. Before he left, he said he had something important to do.
No.
He got you all a flying vessel of some form.
Oh.
He says
An
Tum Tum
airship?
fits.
It's an airship?
When he walks you out to the shore, there is a vessel, like that old fire vessel that it crashed, that you put in the punch bowl, has been rebuilt with a dock over the last couple of months into a dirigible, a flying ship for you and Tum Tum.
Cool.
And on the side of it, it has the Elk Frog logo on it. He's like, he said something about it being your touring van. I didn't understand why. Bolin's eyes have stars. He's like, I've been on an airship before. It has been the best experience of my life. I hope nobody blows it up. I see what you're typing over there. And with that, the camera kind of pans down into the water, and it closes book 1 for the season. Sort of. As it goes through the water, it shows up on another shore somewhere with Huss getting unshackled by a group of people in masks. You did good, kid. You didn't kill him, but you did well. How much is it going to cost for you to tell us who the Avatar is? With that, that is the end of book 1. White masks and all. Adam, I don't know how you usually do it over here on the DAT Network. Do we want to do a little closing time and chat with the audience, or we just want to close it out on Amon's people being in season 2?
No! Let's say it. We'll just close it out on that. Avatar season finale.
Are we doing a second season, Adam?
That's what we are aiming for sure. Jared and I, be on the lookout. Like I said, be on the lookout for socials. This was our season finale of Book 1 of Avatar, and technically the season finale of our 7th show as well too here on the network. So we're gonna be dark for a little bit over here. We are trying to get some stuff going, but yeah, we definitely want to bring this show back for a season 2 for sure. I'm pushing it. Y'all hear that? Pushing it for another season because it's Avatar and it's awesome.
Well, while you're pushing over there, like a waterbender should. Oh wait, you're fire. What does everybody else have going on to close out our season here? Xenia, our avatar in training, who's now unlocked her possible potential, met Korra, which I told you also wouldn't happen when we started this.
Yeah.
Lied a bunch. I lied a shit ton when we made this.
You did.
What do you got going on? Anything fun? I heard you're in some Feywild campaign or something crazy.
I am. So, currently, I am every other Saturday over on Band of Badgers. I'm playing Hemlock, who is a rogue in
You better be a
their
werewolf.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign from. We teamed up with Beatles and Grimm, and we're doing all of their adventures from the Platinum Edition box, and they sent some gifts for us, which was super nice of them, and WizKids, and we all have our own minis from their Frameworks collection, which is super cool. So I'm doing that. Mondays at Homebrews and Homebodies, we're getting ready to come back in a couple weeks with with World Builders, which is our Lego video game inspired campaign, which is super cool. We are gonna announce the new Thursday show here in just like a couple of weeks.
Here, right now?
No, I'm not announcing it right now. We're announcing it in like the next couple, the next week or two, whenever we finish up stuff for it. You tried real hard. But I'll be back over there starting next week because I left a show on Homebrews and Homebodies to come to do Avatar. And so I'll be back over there finishing up chapter 1 of Descent in Avernus, or what we're counting as chapter 1.
You made a good choice.
I mean, it's been pretty fun. I won't lie. It's been nice to be over here with y'all. But there, my table over there is so incredibly sweet, and we have designed or are working on designing a new Thursday show that will allow me to leave again for Avatar season 2. So I can come and go as I need to while they keep going. So yeah, that's what I think all I'm allowed to talk about right now. I have a couple more
pressure,
shows
Adam.
Yeah, no pressure, Adam, but like
no pressure
we
whatsoever.
Specifically designed this so I can leave again to come do Avatar season 2. I have a couple more shows that I am like in talks about and stuff, but I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about any of them yet, so I won't.
Good. Don't ruin NDAs. Speaking of NDAs, hey, Justice, what do you got to tell us about?
Yeah.
I still can't announce it because I sent an email today asking.
That's it. I'm talking to your wife. I'm tired of this not telling me crap.
But I can say at the end of this month, I will be premiering in a show on Wednesdays. That's all I can say right now.
Okay. Is it after my show? Can I raid your show?
We haven't decided on a time yet. So we have.
What channel would that be on? I'm doing everything I can right now to get us a leak.
I think you could probably find it on the Renegade Games channel over there.
Oh, Renegade Games! I can't imagine what this would be.
I don't know. And I just came up with my character for that this weekend, and I'm pretty stoked about it. It's everything that I want to play in a character, which means that it's just a pain in the butt for everybody.
Dark, brooding, and a horrible individual. Check.
Yeah, I don't know if that covers my playstyle. And then at some point in the future, I also am going to be playing some VTM Vampire over on Gehenna Games channel. That's going to be pre-recorded. I think it's going to be Friday nights, but I don't know yet. So just
I'm off on Fridays.
It's going to be pre-recorded. I don't know when.
I'm still off
happening.
on Fridays. I just want to play some Vampire, man.
That's all. Oh, well, yeah. That's all I got right now. I'll be at PAX
All
East
right.
if anybody's going to be there.
I will not. I skipped
And,
out on this one.
I'll be at Origins if anybody's going to be there in June. But
Yes.
Trying to get there.
I'll see you there.
We'll see. We'll see. I can drive there if I decide I want to go. Monica, what do you have going on besides making the best props possible?
Yes.
You can watch me build these crazy weapons and all these other stuff that I'm currently working on this year.
Are you
my Twitch
making
channel.
armor?
I am making armor for this. I'm almost done. I just got done sewing the pants for Jade.
What?
And yeah, like it's a full cosplay. So I will be at Anime Central out here in Chicago. In
When's
May.
that? May.
It's oh my gosh, what dates are those? Anime Central.
days?
I know it's next month, but I am wearing Jade. I'm actually going to be attending
Hey,
as
Grax.
Jade on one of those days.
No pressure, Adam.
No pressure. What
We got
days
a
are those?
full costume. We got to do costume
Oh,
pictures now too.
May 20 through 22 is Anime Central. Then after
I
that,
can drive down and say,
Origin.
"Do you need another handler? I can hold a mace for you."
They must get so heavy, the weight of Cabbage Mace
The
responsibility.
weight of Cabbage and an entire
Cabbage masonry.
corporation on your shoulders.
Yeah.
You might need help carrying that weight. You let me
no
know.
pressure.
I
No
I might
pressure.
take you up on that. I may or may not.
Tell Billy
need
gets a break.
A walker. Yeah, I may or may not need a walker to go around, and I was going to convert that into a cabbage cart, but we'll see.
Are you
We'll see
kidding
with
me?
that.
Can I sell alcohol out of it?
No.
All right. Never
I
mind.
need it for the chair so I can sit anywhere I want. But like, yeah, like that's a plan. And then yeah, Origins is on my my go-to list for this year, as well as Gen Con. I will be working
at Gen
at
Con.
the Cephalofair
Gen
Games
Con!
booth. So
Gen Con.
come visit
Nice.
me and say hi at the booth.
We're at the party.
We're
at
gonna
Gen
have an
Con. Check it.
Avatar family, Avatar family meetup at Gen Con.
Hey,
I mean, I think we.
Because I've
just-
only met
Sweet.
one of you in real
Right.
life.
Yeah.
So.
we do a live.
Yep.
We do a live show. We do a
Yeah.
live show.
Mhm.
Avatar.
We should just do it at like a restaurant and not tell them. Anyway,
Telling no one.
well, Adam,
Yeah. Well,
is
I mean,
this your last
everything-
show? Is this it? Are you done? Did we close out Dat Network's new season?
We just closed out. This is the season finale of season one's outside of Voyage of the Siren Song, my pirate show. That was our season 2. But yeah, closed out this giant chunk of the new year. Yeah, congratulations! Woohoo! It was awesome. And then other game wise stuff. I'll be back over on Norse Foundry with Frank House with some Blades in the Dark.
It's
Possibly
gonna be bad on Monday.
Right. It's going to be really bad. And what's probably going to be even worse is the next Tuesday over on Eric's channel, Eric Frankhouse Presents, jumping in to a new game, Death in Space, which I'm probably going to die a lot because I know he's going to come after us hardcore, which is going to be great.
Oh, if
Looking
you
forward
could
to that.
see the art that Allie has done for
I haven't seen that
everyone's
art yet. I'm
characters.
excited.
Oh no. No.
It was so great.
You saw one
I saw
part of
that
it.
art. I haven't seen
You haven't
the other
saw what I asked for.
art. It's going to be great.
So yeah, I'm excited for that.
You may see another face on Death in Space at some point, just like for
Maybe.
a minuscule
see.
segment.
Maybe.
Just
We'll see.
And then check me and Alex Grogue out on her channel while we're doing some cooking and stuff. We got some HelloFresh coming and got some yummy deliciousness. Yummy
We
goodies
should
coming.
do a cooking show together.
I think that'd be great. A dual stream.
I think that'd be fun. Like, just do like one episode and cook something. I don't know what we're gonna do. We should do that. Yeah. Other than that, Adam, you got anything else going on? Can you say when the new Harbinger stuff's coming out? Did Megan get you a date yet?
Geez, that's great. We don't have a date, but it is coming out this month. Sometime.
April?
Don't quite. Yeah, it's coming out this month in April, so be on the lookout too over at Harbingers. Season 2 is gonna be dropping. We filmed it a few weeks ago. Megan Jordan, her husband, have been working their asses off for
Well,
it.
Megan's a beast.
Really excited to see how it all came together. So yeah, look out for that as well
Is she
too.
paying? Is
Harbingers.
she paying for that by stealing an amulet and selling it in Republic City? So
Very possible.
very
Still
possible.
not wearing it.
Well, for me, everybody, it's pretty easy. It's Eric Frankhouse Presents everywhere. I have been in talks with a bunch of companies. I have a ton of stuff going on, and I will only mention one of them right now. I'm going to be doing an interview show starting. Finally, I'm doing an interview show. It's one of my favorite things, but I have a twist for it. I'm going to be making them play Dark Souls, the tabletop game, while I interview them and murdering them as we play through and I interview them. Think of it like Hot Ones tabletop. Through punishment, they will be answering my questions. I'm super excited. I can't say much more than that because it's in progress. And then this coming Tuesday, we're going to be doing our 4-parter of Death in Space, where myself and the audience's job is to kill them as much as possible. This is the first time as an audience where you're allowed to murder people and it's totally legal. You don't have to even help bury the bodies. We're in space. No one cares. That's just a trash collector. So come join us. There's going to be a marathon timer for it. And instead of it extending the time on the show, if you extend that time, I don't do something really, really bad to them on the show. But all the cards you play through stream loots are all bad stuff. So it's like one evil to stop a worse evil. I can't wait. It's going to be super exciting. This Saturday, I'll be back over on Band of Badgers with one of our last 2 episodes playing Dockmere, who wants to burn the entire haunted house to the ground, and everyone should let him. Thank you so much for coming over to the DAT Network, bringing me into the family, letting me run Avatar at a moment's notice, and making one of the most memorable NPCs of all time, Tum Tum. And with that said, can we get the voice of Tum Tum live here?
Oh,
yeah, Monica, go for it. Come on, Monica, let's do it.
Can you sign us out, Tum Tum? Can you sign us out, Tum Tum?
Now, it is time for Tum Tum to say goodbye. Until next time.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Everyone. Cat fam, best fam. Love you all. Bye, friends.